Hey everybody, thank y'all so very much for coming to the Mad Church Disease channel. I am sitting back tonight. I am relaxing. Hopefully you guys can hear me well, and I don't need to move over to get up closer because I'm sort of leaning back. Can y'all hear me okay? First of all, just let me know if you can hear me just fine because I am leaning back. I got my legs crossed because I've been working so hard and doing so much stuff. That's right, Moni. You know what? I need to get the artist uh name for you guys. Okay, Jai says the sound is good. I forgot to put that in the description amongst the many of things that I've done. First of all, shout out to all of you guys that are in the chat. First of all, Moni, before I move on and start thanking everybody, let me say thank you. When I saw your membership thing pop up and say you've been a member for 12 months, I almost started to cry. Let me tell you why. Moni, first of all, I am so grateful and thankful to you, as well as all of the members and all of the people that support the Man Church Disease channel. I'm really, really grateful. Um, I have the best moderators. I have great moderators. They're very good. Um, especially when they ain't yelling at me. But let me just tell you, Moni, I appreciate you. I thank you so much for supporting me, not just with being a moderator, but coming over here and supporting, because you don't have to do that. And I really do, from my heart to yours. I really appreciate it, Moni, and thank you so much. I swear, Moni, I started to cry. I'm not lying, and you know me, and I refuse to get up on this internet and be bawling. I'm just saying. Um, but shout out to all of the members. Shout out to all of the subscribers to the Man Church Disease channel. What's up, K Rich? Let me just go down the list here because y'all know I like to send my shout outs. Terry Hughes, thank you so much. Just being me, who happens to be a member. You guys, there's going to be a private membership for you guys tomorrow. I want to talk about some stuff. Yeah, and so we're going to do that. Chosen Treasure, thank you so very much. Dolores Forbes, thank you. Patsy Lynn Pearson, thank you so very much for being supportive of the Mad Church Disease channel. I really appreciate you as well. Jai P, thank you. April Eccles, I'm sorry. I'm calling, you know why I called you Nichols? There was a girl that I used to really like. I think her name was April Nichols. April, let me tell you something. That girl was gorgeous. And I met her one time. I was on the bus in LA because my car was in the shop. Just a random meeting this girl. I was sitting next to this girl. This girl was so fine, April. And I didn't recognize her because she had on like her regular like job uniform and stuff. And she gave me all her information and stuff. And we talk later. But April, when I tell you, I got home and looked up her Facebook and Instagram and was blown away that this girl was, I knew she was cute because, I started talking to her and stuff on the bus. But when I saw the body, yada, 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 I was like, I got home. I was like, this was sitting next to me on the bus. Shit, that girl was fine. Anyway, what's up, Gerald? Good to have you back, Gerald. I appreciate you, sir, with all of your longevity and support to the Mad Church Disease channel as well. I am in no rush today, so if you in a rush, y'all, I don't know what you're gonna do because I am in no rush. Shout out to Moni No Love for being a member for over 12 months, you all. That deserves some applause, and I appreciate you. Nicole C, Uncle Fred, thank you. I appreciate all of y'all so much. Terry says sound is fine. Thank y'all so much. And again, every single one of you, if I didn't call your name, charge it to my head, not my heart. But yeah, that girl was fine as hell. She was so fine. I got home. I was like, how was all of that disguised under? Because she just had on like a regular polo shirt. She had on some like regular work slacks or whatever. And when I saw her, I first just saw her face. I didn't see her body because, she was just sitting down on the bus. So I sat down and we struck up a good conversation and we were talking. And I mean, it was a good conversation, just random. And I kid you not, I got home and looked that girl up on the social medias. And when I tell you, now this was long before, did they have Uber around when that happened? I don't think Uber had even started. That's a long time ago. It was a long time ago. And if they did have Uber, I surely don't remember. I don't think they had Uber when I met that girl. Fine. When I tell you she was fine, she was fine. And I was pissed off at myself. But anyway, shout out to all of you. Today's show, we're going to, of course, be talking about Steve Harvey. We're going to be dealing with Jasmine Crockett. And I have a couple of other stories that I'm going to be talking to you guys about. That's why I said I'm in no rush. Y'all know normally how anxious I am and how fast going I am. Not today. Honestly, because I've been working so hard over the last couple of days. This is kind of like me coming out of that phase and kind of like trying to slow down. Because if you all knew what I was doing over the last couple of days, y'all be like, Marcel, you've been working your tail off. But thank you. Now, excuse my scruffy look because I've been in the house for the last, 3-4 days. I left the house for the first time, I think yesterday. No, it wasn't even yesterday. The first time I had left the house was okay. Now wait a minute. Let me work on something here. Hold on. Because I can see the signal is not that great. Y'all hold on one second. Oh my God. Here we go. I tell you, this technology is something else. Hopefully y'all will be able to hear me and see me. I don't have on any plan. Somebody says freezing. That should be fixed now, Lynn. And if you guys have any trouble with it, let me know. That should be fixed. The freezing part. Let me see. Let me go on over here. Because I tell you this. Uh-oh. Okay, now wait a minute. Because it's on a delay. So let me see. Hold on. All right. You guys should be fine now. Because according to... all right. You guys should be fine now. Because according to... yeah, according to my phone, we're good. All right, you guys. So I have no problem. Keisha Green says I can see and hear you. Thank you, Keisha. What's up, Lynn? Oh, who is that? I thought that was Christine. Oh, it is Christine. Hey, Christine. Let me put on my glasses, Lord Jesus. I'm leaning all in and got on my glasses. But hey, everybody, thank y'all so very much. We're just taking our time before we start our program. We're going to start talking about the Steve Harvey drama, Jasmine Crockett, and a couple of other stories that I have to talk to you guys about. I'm not in any rush tonight. And I want to thank Moni No Love for being a member for 12 months in a row. Moni, honest to goodness, I know I'm harping on this, but I really do appreciate your support, and I thank you. I really, 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 truly do. And I'm not just singling Moni out. I'm all of you guys who support this channel and support the work that I do. Thank y'all so very much, because you all make it possible for me to do the things that I do and help content creators and do so many other things. So thank y'all so much. I really do appreciate it. So every single one of you in this chat, I applaud you. Daryl, thank you so very much. Somebody said, Marcellus, I went back in the archives and watched your take on John Gray, and I was screaming all morning. Listen here, Daryl. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all go back in them archives, and you can't even go back into the archives now unless you are a member, because I privatized a lot of those videos. Those videos are for members only. Let me tell you something. Some of them videos, Lynn and Moni have to remind me of some of the stuff I have said on those videos. And I mean, we be laughing. We be hollering laughing. We be laughing because I can, I'm a mess when I want to be. And I'm probably going to be a mess tonight. I'm probably going to get in a whole lot of trouble tonight because I'm in a real good mood and I'm relaxed. And I need to talk to y'all anyway. So that's just, that's just that. Anybody, first of all, let me get through my announcements and all of that good stuff. First things first, shout out to all of the members and subscribers. Please make sure that you hit the subscribe button. If you have not yet subscribed to the Mad Church Disease channel, we are on our way to 18,000 subscribers. I believe that we can get there before the end of the month. I can do that with your help. If you'd be so kind as to please share this on your social media, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Twitter, X, wherever you have social media, on Threads, because I'm not on Threads. That would be really good. I'm sticking with the platforms that I'm on right now, that are doing very well for me, and I'm not really planning on. I'm maximizing the stuff that I'm on. Okay. Yeah, so that's that. So shout out to all of you. If you are a supporter of the Mad Church Disease channel, the Cash App information is on your screen right below here. You can see that information. I need 9 of you all to go ahead and support the show with at least $10 today. I'm going to be honest and let you guys know, because y'all know I give full transparency. Even though folks swear up and down y'all don't support me over here, let me be very clear. We who was Renee has already started us off tonight with $10. Even before the show went live, Renee went ahead and gave $10 to support the program. So I need 9 more of you guys to at least do $10 on tonight. I haven't been on for a couple of days, and I definitely need to make sure that we're able to keep up with the budget. And so I appreciate that. I've got a couple of things to tell you. A couple of people have reached out to me because they're not getting the email notifications. Let's clear up something with the email notifications. Christine, I think, was one of the people that came to me. And hey, Ann Hill, thank you so much for joining me from Georgia. Good old Georgia. Y'all got a lot of stuff going on down there. Y'all let William McRae stay in y'all state. I don't even know how the state of Georgia hadn't burned all the way down to the ground. But anyway. I told y'all this is going to be a trip. I'm going to get into trouble. I know I am. Anyway, let me behave myself before I get started, because y'all know I'm crazy. But anyway, Christine had come to me, and Christine had, y'all know I'm crazy. Christine said she wasn't getting the emails, and she noticed that the emails were showing up in her promotions tab. So if you're on Gmail or you're on some of that stuff, you're going to need to take me out of your promotions and drag me into your primary email box in order for you to get the email notifications. Or if you're using like Outlook and some of those other email services, you're going to have to safe list my email address. Most of my email addresses or my emails to you come from my support team that I used to have. I don't have no staff no more. But that email address is support. Well, you can look at it in your email address, the ones that I've sent to you, and that's in there for you. And you can just safe list that email address. I don't want to put that out there in the public, because that's really just for you for subscribing to our list. All right. Now, there'll be a link to address down below. Guys, if you want to subscribe to the text list or the SMS club, make sure that you do that. That information is there as well. So I definitely wanted to tell you guys that so we can get that done. Now, y'all see, I am not by any means necessary trying to rush myself tonight. So just understand that we just sitting back, we just relaxing, we just talking. I'm gonna make sure that I'm looking in this camera, because I am looking at you. Yeah. And there's so much that's been going on the internet. I was before I came on here, I was watching Funky Deneva cry. I just so happened to be, scrolling up on my phone, and I saw Funky Deneva over there crying. I thought, oh God, what's wrong now? And apparently he was crying because I guess some little young man, about 15 years old, was with the wrong people, hanging out with the wrong crowd. And now he's about to get 30 years in jail. So he won't be out until he's a 30-year-old man. They said they're going to give, actually, he might be 40 something years old by the time he gets out of prison. So, hanging around the wrong crowd most certainly can mess up your whole life. And so, yeah, that's all I can say on that. What you say, MCD, watch it about GA, because you have snapping turtles that ain't stand up. And yeah, I understand. That's all right. I don't give a care. Let me tell you something, Gerald. Let me tell you something. I am so good right now, and I'm in such a good place. That's one of the reasons why I don't pay those other content creators any attention. When I log off from here tonight, after you and I have our conversation and we talk about whatever we're talking about, I don't give two rats ass about any of those people. And that's the God's honest truth. I wouldn't even know half of this stuff unless other people bring stuff to us, right? I just so happened to be watching Vincent's live from yesterday over there from Safe Space, and somebody brought something to Vincent, was asking him a question, and Vincent was like, I don't even know. He's like, I don't even pay those people no attention. But I'll be honest with you, that's kind of where I'm at. That's kind of where I'm at with it. Um, and yeah, but Funky and Eva was over there crying because the poor young man. Young people really do let people lead them astray. And because I love the first 48 and I'm always watching the first 48, you would be surprised at how many young people go to jail just because they was either knew of something or was in close proximity to something, didn't commit a crime, but because they were in close proximity to committing a crime, they end up going to jail. And this is another place where I feel like our judicial system just sucks, because I do believe a lot of times those police officers have discretion, and because a lot of times they have tunnel vision and they can only see us as criminals and they don't look at us as individuals. Oh, and we're going to talk about a story here in a minute. They look at it, they don't look at us as individuals, they look at us, in certain kind of ways. And so it's just a mess. It's a whole mess. But yeah, we're gonna have a lot to talk about. We really are. But before I get into all of that, because y'all know I'm just talking tonight, I was talking with my roommates today, and we were just talking about, you know, how racism and how certain people look at certain things. And I know a lot of black people tend to believe that we're the only ones that experience racism, but a lot of other people do too. Especially Asian people. Asian people experience a lot of racism, even Hispanics. And I'm gonna give you guys this. I know I'm gonna make some black people mad tonight on this, but let me just go ahead and do it since I'm out here. A lot of black people are prejudiced against other people, and I know it's because of what we've experienced in the past. But I'm not one of those people. Like, I try to embrace everybody for who they are. I know some people just don't like some black people who don't like Hispanic people, and vice versa. And that's the craziest thing to me in the whole world. I don't know how a Hispanic and a black can't get along. They wrapping their stuff up in a tortilla. You just having the beans and rice on your plate. They just putting it in the tortilla. You understand what I'm saying? And making a burrito out of it. We pretty much eat the same thing. Black people and Hispanics. That's why if you look at most black and Hispanics, we shape just alike. Because we eating a lot of beans, a lot of rice, a lot of that macaroni. We're doing a lot of stuff, and a lot of that stuff is the same stuff. So that's just my opinion. So I don't even understand how certain people can be racist against other groups of people. I just don't get that. That's just me personally. But I've been sort of over the last couple of days working on on some other things. I'm going to be teaching a class. Hey, Charmaine, thank you for putting the purple hearts on there. I didn't thank Lynn. I know Lynn did that earlier, and shout out to all of you that have put the purple hearts in there. Um, you know, I really appreciate that. But I just don't understand how people can be like that. That's just me personally. I don't understand that. The whole dynamic of that is kind of crazy for me. So yeah. So I'm just trying to, understand that. Yeah. Shout out to all of you. Just make sure you stick around, because we're gonna have a good conversation tonight. Now, tomorrow I'm gonna do a members only in the morning. Because I don't want to do it out here in the public. But apparently, Dr. Dingleberry, better known as Dr. Scrotum Sniffer, has decided that nobody needs a pastor. Nobody needs pastors anymore. Now, this is some strange fire going on in the world today, and I need spiritually to talk to some folks tomorrow about a couple of things, because there's been a turn that I've been sensing and a lot of stuff. And the reason why a lot of us are relaxing while we're watching the economy tank and while everything is tanking, because most of us didn't play the markets anyway. If you did, you played in your 401k. Most of you don't have expendable income that you could just throw at the Dow Jones. If you're playing the S&P, most of the cases that's it with your annuities and some of that other stuff. Yeah, so that's that whole thing. But we'll talk about that. What did you say? So he's not needed as a pastor now. Listen here. He is the strangest person on the planet. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I think Larry shits brownies and pisses glitter. He's so damn stupid, and way off into the rafters with his mentality. And every week he contradicts himself. Now, you guys, I definitely want to talk about this in the private chat because I got some questions that I need to ask y'all. Um, but I don't want to give nobody no heads up because see, the one thing about me before you won't even see me when I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? I'll be and hit you with something that you never saw coming, and I won't even be out here in the public talking about it. But listen, Teresa, it makes no sense. Uh, and who is? I can't see him. It's a little far away. Um, but that don't make no sense. How you the pastor of a church, Reformation Church, but you telling people they no longer need pastors? Actually, these people ought to start asking themselves some real legitimate questions, like, so why is he saying he's the pastor of a church? You understand what I'm saying? He makes no sense to me whatsoever. And people was asking Vincent some questions, and that's how I found out about this stuff. And my other friend had sent me some information, but I just don't understand him. That dude is crazy. He is off his he's crazy. He's really off his rocker. And I, he's not on this thumbnail. I had no plans on talking about him whatsoever. But for those of you that are members, y'all make sure I'm gonna try to be available for you guys at about 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be 10 a.m. Uh, in the morning for me. And we'll leave it there. But I'm just telling y'all, I'm definitely want to talk about that because that's some dumb stuff. He just says stupid stuff. And I'm gonna tell y'all something that Vincent said yesterday on his live that's very, very true. Shout out to the over 200 of you guys that are watching right now. If you don't mind, please fall out of the bushes and hit the like button. It only helps. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And we just talking. Vincent was saying, people who are really gifted, which is really true. And this is another reason why I don't really worry about people. And, I don't really stress out a lot about a lot of stuff because when God is for you, he's for you. And when you have gifts and you have talents and you have certain things that, and skill sets, you don't have to argue. You don't have to fuss. You don't have to conjure up anything. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to conjure up stuff when you're gifted, when you're talented, when you have certain gifts and certain things. You don't have to conjure them up. Some people got to put tattoos on the hand. They got to bury your name in black sand. They got to try all kinds of stuff. They got to try to write songs to make them feel better about themselves because they suck. They suck like one of them old bathroom plungers that no longer works, and you try to put it in the toilet and you get down in there and the thing just don't work. Them kind of people. I'm just saying. And so it is what it is. And if you're talented and you're gifted, you're talented and you're gifted. It is what it is. You don't have to conjure those things up. Just thought I'd throw that out there. The Bible says that the gifts that we have will make room for us and set us before great men. Your gifts will make room for you. If you are a prophet, you don't need to go around with a business card telling everybody you're a prophet. You just operate in your gift, whether you're in the grocery store, whether you're in the hair salon. It don't matter where you at. If you're gifted, you're gifted. It is what it is. And people could just get mad at about whatever they want to get mad at, but it is what it is. I'm just saying. But the shout out to all of y'all that are in the chat. I really do appreciate it. CC, it just is what it is. Yes, Keisha, brownies and glitter. Brownies and glitter. I want to say some more stuff, but I'm going to be nice. But we definitely need to talk about that. Let me just tell y'all, I'm going to give you preemptive stuff. When some people don't realize that some people have been pastoring or shepherding your life without having the title of pastor. Now y'all got to lean in and listen to what I'm saying. Some people are gifted to pastor and to shepherd people without even making a big brouhaha about it. What's up, Living Out Loud? Hold on, podcast. Thank you so very much for becoming a member. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Some people have been shepherding your lives, but they've been your mentors. Those are the people that you entrust with your private things, and you go to them for advice and you seek their counsel, and they're able to sort of guide your life. And they're also able to correct you in your life. And they've been shepherding your lives. Now, see, here's the thing. I'm one of these people where I do believe in pastors. Don't get it wrong, because I don't like a lot of these raggedy preachers and a lot of these raggedy institutions. Don't get me wrong. There are some authentic men and women of God who are out there trying to serve other people. Y'all need to listen to me and listen to me carefully. There are some real people who love God and who are trying to serve his people. Period, point blank. Now, I do believe that pastoring and certain functions in the body of Christ are functions more or less than offices. We've tried to turn a lot of this stuff into an office. Oh, I'm the office of the prophet, or I operate in the office of this and the office of that. And a lot of them don't operate in the office of nothing. They don't even operate in the function of the thing. Think about what I'm about to tell you. Dr. Scrotum Sniffer said he was a pastor. He don't operate in no anointing and no calling for no pastor. He's a lie. But he was running around here calling himself somebody pastor. I'm just saying. So you can have the title of bishop, apostle, prophet, and all of this other kind of stuff. That's not an office. That's a function. That is a function of ministry. And if you are not functioning in ministry, and if you're not doing those things, then to be quite honest with you, you're just somebody with a title. And a lot of these people have just the titles. They just have the titles. They don't operate in the function of the pastorate or the pastor. Now, understand this. A pastor is concerned about the sheep. They live amongst the sheep. If we want to give a practical, explanation of it, those individuals are close to the sheep. And I'm getting to Steve Harvey, and I'm getting to my other stories. Y'all hang on, because I told y'all I am in no rush tonight. Because I'm not. All right. So here's the thing. They operate in those gifts, right? And it's sad that so many people have taken on or tried to take on the function of a pastor without understanding the true depth and nature of what it means. Let me tell you something. The Bible says, God says, I will give you pastors or shepherds after my own heart. Listen to me very carefully. One of the easiest ways to show and prove that a lot of these people do not have a pastor's heart is look at how they treat people. Close the doors. Close the doors. Listen to me. If you are a pastor, you know how to communicate. Listen, guys, we have something that we need to do. I need for everybody to stop walking. If you're walking right now towards the door, I need you to stop. Ushers, please close the doors. That's how that should have been said. Close instead of close the doors. You understand? Articulation is important. Having a pastor's heart and having a heart for people is important. You don't get to go on radio stations and stuff 2 days later and come up with some half-witted excuse and apology for your behavior and then try to excuse your stuff. You understand what I'm saying? You don't get that. That's not how that goes. And we let people get away with this stuff and excuse themselves away and gaslight us and treat us like we're stupid and we don't know what's going on. Y'all feel me? I know you feel me. And I know you know I'm telling the truth. And then they come back and everybody's making jokes about it when it's really no joking matter. But you know why they have to make the jokes about it? They have to make jokes about it to downplay what they have done, so that people won't hold them accountable for the things that they've done and said. They joke about it because they don't want to take ownership of how they were treating God's people when they claim to be pastors and leaders and people who love God and love his people. Now, I'm sorry to get so churchy here, because this ain't no church show. This is a show about your raggedy church and your raggedy pastor. But I talk about whatever it is that I want to talk about on my channel. We talk about trending topics, hot topics. That's what we do over here. And we try to come from, and you don't have to agree with me. We come from a mature place and we try to have these conversations, and I've been talking with some preachers behind the scenes. Let me tell you something. The Bible says that your enemies will get together, and people who don't like each other will get together to come after you even though they don't like each other. Let me tell you something. I'm watching some of these content creators out here and who they're teaming up with and how they're teaming up. And it's so interesting to me. It's so interesting to me, and some of the things that they're doing. You're not winning these people over. These people have made some decisions on how they're going to live their lives. Some of these people, they're not worth the paper that they're printed on. That's just what that's what I'm gonna say it like that and leave it there. I'm not even gonna go no further than that. But y'all please hit the like button. I've got almost what 260 270 of y'all in here. I got about over 200 or something on YouTube. But thank y'all so very much. And if you're watching me over there on Facebook, please give me some thumbs up and give me some hearts over there. I appreciate it. And just really do that. I spent a little time watching Reverend Timothy. I call him Reverend Timothy. Timothy Blaine over there. And shout out to all of you. If you are supporting the channel, you guys, I'm waiting on y'all. I need a few more of you all. Well, now we got, what do? We need 9 more of y'all. Well, wait a minute. Because I ain't that good. What do I need? 5 more of y'all now? We need 5 more of y'all to do $10. And we have met our goal for the day. Just 5 more of you guys. Thank y'all so very much. And shout out to Sharon. Thank you so much for supporting the Mad Church Disease podcast. Wait a minute. What you asking me to do? Oh, Sharon got some requests. Wait a minute. Okay. Sharon just gave me some instructions. All right. So I got to go to YouTube to do this, Sharon. Hold on. Let me obey Sharon. Hold on, Sharon. I'm going to do just what you asked me to do. I'm going to do it right now. All right. Here we go. Oh, Lord. No. How do I do this from here? Can I do it from here? I thought I could. Aren't I in here? I'm supposed to be. Oh, Lord, Sharon, give me a minute. Oh, there it is. Boom. Da, 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 da. Sharon, I can't do 4. I have to do 5. There's no option for 4, I don't think. Let me see. There's no option for 4. Hold on. Let me go back, Sharon. You have to do 5 at a time, Sharon. So let me do this. And hopefully if you don't have it on, before I do this, let me do this. Moni, I wish you could come up and remind me how to do that again. But if you're on YouTube, if you look down in the comments section, there is I believe it's what is it? It's a $. I believe you're supposed to click on that in order to make sure that you're able to get gift memberships. Can y'all do me a favor? Just click on the button before I gift these memberships. I'm going to do about 5 memberships right now to the channel. Y'all make sure you are open for a membership. It's random. I don't choose the memberships. The system does it itself. So if you want to get a membership to the Mad Church Disease channel and join us, I'm about to give 5 of y'all so y'all can join us in the morning, or in the morning for me, but tomorrow afternoon for us to have that conversation. All right. So shout out. Well, then she's actually, this is courtesy of Sharon. She just has me to do it, which means I actually need now about 6 or 7 of y'all to do $10 because she gave that for the memberships. So let me do it now. All right. So let me gift these memberships for you all. All right. And you guys should see that coming up on your screen. We're going to go ahead and gift these memberships for you guys. Amen. Bless God. This is courtesy of Sharon in our chat. Thank you so very much, Sharon. So Sharon has gifted 5 people some memberships. If you are if you are in the chat, make sure you guys say thank you to Sharon, because that's courtesy of Sharon in the chat. So thank y'all so very much. Now, Sharon, I done gifted those memberships. All right. I still need at least 5 of you guys to at least do $10. I think I'll live, because I appreciate Sharon doing that for us. All right, you guys, let me go ahead because there's so much stuff going on in the world, and I want to make sure we stay on track and we're doing what we need to do. So y'all make sure y'all do that. Let me see here. I want to make sure. Yeah, so y'all make sure. Thank y'all so much, and please hit the like button. Moni's been trying to get y'all to hit the like button. I would appreciate it if y'all would do that. uh so please hit the like button, please. And shout out to all of you guys that got your free membership from Sharon. Thank y'all so much. Sharon, thank you for your love and support to the channel. Now, most of you guys know I've been very busy, but I want to make sure that everybody gets this information and knows how to contact me and get in touch with me. So shout out to Sharon. Go ahead and give Sharon some thank you. Welcome to the Mad Church Disease Channel, a channel dedicated to our forgotten brothers and sisters throughout the ages. Want to stay connected to me and the Mad Church Disease community? Well, then join our email community newsletter. Stay in the know with all the updates and fresh content that is created for this channel. It's time you join the private community for the revolutionary family, where we can talk and laugh all in a space that's safe with a no judgment zone. Connect with other members and build lasting friendships. The doors are now open. Want to stay connected and be notified each time I go live? Subscribe to the text community and be notified each time that we go live. Simply add your details for instant updates on all our lives. Are you a budding YouTuber or business professional who would like my thoughts on all things business related? Book a free 15-minute consultation where I can help with social media, YouTube, web design, and so much more. Book your consultation now and build your future. Get away from the rat race and build your business. Shout out to all of you. Welcome to the Revolutionary Family. If you are looking for to book a free 15-minute consultation with me, please make sure that you look for the link link that's in the description below. I've actually done a few of those this week. I'm looking forward to helping some of those individuals build their YouTube channels and do some of the stuff that we are working on. So I'm very excited for some of you guys. I think 2025 is going to be really good because I think people are starting to wake up and understand that we really need to concentrate on ourselves and sort of insulate ourselves and job proof your lives and do a whole bunch of other stuff. Even if you have a job, you want to make sure that in case something happens to your job, you still got some sort of income coming in. And shout out to all of the full-time YouTubers that are actually on YouTube and are not afraid to say you make your money from YouTube. I don't know. This is another thing I've been thinking about over the last couple of days. You're not going to shame me into the fact that I'm a YouTuber. Because I don't just do YouTube, I do other things as well. But shout out to the people that do YouTube and put yourselves out here and put your opinions out here for the world to judge you, because it's a shame because people will judge you knowing full darn well that, but they come to watch, but they hold you in such judgment. But shout out to all of you, all the full-time content creators. Shout out to all of those individuals. All right, guys, let's go ahead because we need to get into these stories. I've been yapping here for long enough because I told y'all I am very, very relaxed today and I'm not going to be rushing myself. All right, that's just me. Let's talk about this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get with our first story on today. We're going to deal with Steve Harvey. Many of you know Steve Harvey as the host of so many shows. He's had so many shows that he was trying to promote. He had Kids Say the Darndest Things. I mean, there were so many things that Steve Harvey did. But just to give y'all some background on Steve Harvey, he's a famous comedian, TV host, author. In my opinion, he didn't really write that book. Just me. From what I understand, he used a ghostwriter. And nowadays he would probably just use AI, but that's a whole nother story. I looked up some information on Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey's net worth, according to what the information I looked up. And let me tell y'all something. Anytime you get information out of the public about a person's net worth, 9 times out of 10, it's wrong. It's not even accurate. But it says his net worth is $200 million. So guess what? It's probably a lot more than that. He's the host of the Family Feud. And I don't know if he's executive producing a Family Feud. I don't know because I don't think they let him buy the brand of Family Feud. But if he ever got rich enough to buy that brand and keep that brand, which I don't think they would let him do that. But if he ever does that, the stratosphere for him. the stratosphere for him. Now, many of you may not know, several years ago, he got in very bad tax trouble, and his wife, Marjorie, who you see in the picture there, Marjorie got him out of the tax trouble that he was in because he had been sending checks to his tax person, and the tax person wasn't doing the taxes. And it ended up getting Steve Harvey in a lot of trouble. And I don't even know why he didn't go to jail. So maybe because he reported it to the IRS himself, and he just, I guess I saw like a video of him a long time ago where he was saying he was paying the money up and paying it really, really fast. And he had got in a whole bunch of trouble with that. Well, apparently, because he's so rich now, a lot of people are uncomfortable with how rich he actually is, and they were very upset with him as it relates to how wealthy he is. If y'all can just give me a moment here, because I did not, because y'all know I be moving around some stuff. Let me pull up what I want to show you guys here. Well, people have on the internet have been really pissed off at Steve Harvey and his wife, Marjorie, because they're saying that during this economic time that Marjorie and Steve Harvey is out here flossing on these ninjas. And I want to show you what everybody is so mad about. And I'm going to pull it up for you guys right now. To me, I don't see why people are so mad, because me personally, and I'm gonna tell you my feelings on that in just a minute. I'm gonna just make some people upset about that. But here's the thing: when rich people start showing how much money they make and what their wealth is like, I'm always amazed at how many people get so upset with these folks' wealth. I'm amazed that they took away my other that didn't work. I'm sorry, that didn't work. Don't try that again, Marcellus. Let me see, can I do this? No. They took away some options here, you all. Isn't that a mess? Okay, well, anyway, let me put myself back up on the screen. Full screen. The people got upset. Lord, y'all can tell I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Oh, Lord have mercy. They took away some options over here. But anyway, let me show y'all what the people is upset about. Because people is always mad about something. Well, apparently Marjorie and her husband were getting ready to do some traveling. And shout out to all of you that are hitting the like button. Thank y'all so very much. Please make sure you subscribe to the Mad Churches East channel if you haven't done so. Listen what they did. This right here got everybody upset. First of all, before I talk about this story, that jacket he's wearing, and I think those are Timberland boots that he's got on. If they're not Timberland, he's so rich he's probably wearing a brand that I'm unfamiliar with. That coat is banging. Them boots is banging that Steve is wearing. I would personally wear what he's wearing. People are saying he's flossing his wealth. They're kissing each other in front of a private jet, getting ready to go somewhere. Let me explain something to you. Now, this might seem like an arrogant statement. When you've had money and you've lost money, your life tends to turn a little bit different. When you've never had any money and you've never been able to walk into a store and buy whatever you wanted, if you've never went to the grocery store and just put all the groceries in the basket and ain't really ever had to look at the price, or you went to a restaurant, sat down at the restaurant, just be like, give me what I want. If you've never lived that type of life, trust me when I tell you, it is a different type of life. I'm just saying. I have been in a position where I have been able to do that, and I have been in a position where I'm at right now. I ain't there. I got to go. I'm working hard to get back there. As a matter of fact, I have 4 people that I owe money to, that between now and the rest of several months, I'm trying to pay everybody back that I owe. Okay. I have friends that love me and, support me. So when I get into a rough patch, they support me. And I appreciate them. And I have not forgot any of them. So if they're watching, understand something. You about to get your money, because I'm working on it. Okay, but anyway, so there we go with that. This is what made people mad. And so let me ask you a question, you all. The first thing that they put in here, they asked the question, does God flaunt his wealth? Um, the cattle on 1,000 hills belongs to the Lord, because that's literally the title of this article. Did God flaunt his wealth? Steve Harvey is not trying to fill out the application for God. People, I'm kind of the Atlanta Black Star. I'm a little kind of taken back by the title of this article, because I kind of figure something ain't right with the title of this article. If God owns the cattle on 1,000 hills, he doesn't have to flaunt it because he owns it all. When you own something, you don't have to flaunt it. Marjorie and Steve own a lifestyle that affords them to fly up on a private jet. They just took a picture and got on there and put on their social media like they do. They're not, just because you take a picture. Let me explain something to you. When you live in a space and that is your normal life, it is not flaunting to you. You're just taking a picture. Now, to the person who's never experienced that kind of life, to them, you're flaunting or you're showing all of your wealth. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I do believe that preachers in our generation are going to need to curtail how they put, and that's why I'm about to go, Moni. I knew, Moni, somebody was going to bring me here. I'm about to go here right now, Moni. I do believe that preachers and pastors in our generation need to be thinking about how you present yourself in the world and how you come across, because a lot of this stuff, that a lot of these preachers and even some of these YouTubers, I don't know why in the world people are trying to stun on people. You just stunning on them niggas. I mean, you tell, yeah, I pulled up in my Rolls Royce. You getting out of helicopters with your Gucci socks and you rolling up to the church in your Gucci. Some of this stuff is just too much. Now, did preachers have a lot of stuff back in the day when we were growing up? Absolutely, they did. But I don't think that they were. I don't think they were just as floss. You know, they weren't flossing it the way that these people do it today. Dolores, Moni, Lynn, somebody, if y'all could put the membership link in there for Dolores, I would. Where do you go to get membership? Oh, somebody said, where do you go to get the membership? If you're going to give them away, Dolores, you go in. There's a, next to the comment where the little smiley face emoji is, there's a dollar box. You click the dollar box and it'll give you some options that come up. And then you have to look for gift memberships and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's that. Yeah. So that's that one. If that's what you're asking me, I hope I answered your question, Dolores. If that's the question that you asked, hopefully I answered it. All right. But I don't think that Marjorie and Steve is flossing at all, to be honest with you. I just think they're living their lives. That's me personally. They're just living their lives. And when you're living your life, you know, it may seem to be flossing to other people, but it's just you actually living your everyday life. That's just me. And, you know, that's just how I feel about it. But I do believe that preachers do need to curtail how they're doing stuff, man. I guess when it gets too close now, I got to back this off a little bit. It is for reading. Praise God. A lot of people are labeling the post. They're labeling what him and Marjorie did as being tone deaf and insensitive. They're saying that they're, you know, that they're doing this in the midst of an economic struggle and that people shouldn't be flossing their money. Now, do I think that rich people should kind of curtail that a little bit during these times? Absolutely. I kind of think you should a little bit if you're smart, because the first people that these people are going to be trying to rob when they can't pay their bills is they're going to be trying to rob you and your spouse and your people. You understand what I'm saying? That's why you need to be very careful on how you conduct yourself in the world. I tell people this all the time. When poor people are not able to pay their bills, guess what? Over the head, robbery, and all sorts of stuff goes through the roof. They're going to be stealing your $5,000 baby carriage as you walk down, you know, in Brentwood, and you running around here. You know, they're going to be taking your baby carriage and they're going to be taking your stuff and selling it online and on eBay trying to get paid. So you need to understand that. I'm just saying, you got to use wisdom. You can't be out here flossing on people. You just live your life, and you can take the pictures and share the pictures later. You don't necessarily have to share the pictures now. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So you might want to rethink about that and how you handle that. Because I think you're kind of stupid if you're out here in the public flossing. That's just dumb. But that's the backlash. If you're watching me on this video, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what your thoughts are as far as Marjorie and Steve. Do you think they're doing it too much? Do you think they should slow their roll? Because I look at it like this. A lot of other people are flaunting their wealth. I just think black people are, we have to get, as a culture and as a people, first of all, oh yeah, Tara, let me tell you something. You don't see the news out here in California. They rolled up on this woman, had her baby in her arm, but she had a $5,000 baby carriage. Her baby carriage cost 5 G's. Why did them teenagers roll up on her and take that baby carriage? And she was hollering, screaming, and they was running off with a whole baby carriage. I said, why would you spend $5,000 on a baby carriage anyway? But I guess if you got the money, you can do that, right? I'm just saying. You can do that if you got the money. Yeah, and I do agree with that. You have to live within your means. Trust me. This is the first time in my life where I've had to literally check all my receipts and look through things, because I don't make money like I used to make money. In all honesty, I'm just being transparent. I was making good money. Let me tell you something. And I can't wait till the Lord bless me and I go right on back. You know, I'm surviving. I'm getting by. Praise God. But I used to make good money. And let me tell you something. I'm working on it. Y'all pray for me. But the next 4 months, I'm just trying to set everything back in order. I'm working so hard. The other night, I stayed up till 3 a.m. in the morning working on something. And then I'm working on some other stuff. Like you all, I am back here working my tail off. Let me tell you something. I am working my tail off. So just understand that I'm putting in the work. I'm putting in the work. I'm putting in the work. They ain't got nothing to say when they flaunt what they bought. Well, yeah, I agree. Yeah. Or somebody else's money. Right. Well, first of all, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't pocket watch other people. Unlike some of these people on the internet who keep trying to determine who's supporting me and who's not supporting me. I don't pocket watch other folks. I don't go to other people's channel worried about who's giving to them, what they got, and all of that kind of. Don't do that. I just talk about people that I think are criminals and don't have no business lying to the people of God, and so forth. Oh yes, it was $5,000. Trust me, because they looked it up. The news people looked it up. I'm just saying. I don't know, T-Bird. It's kind of weird to me, but I do understand it, because I do understand it's a little insensitivity. But I think some people are just haters and they don't like Steve Harvey. If I'm gonna be personally honest with you, I don't really care for Steve Harvey as a person, but I respect his hustle, and I respect the fact as a man, he works hard. And I'm going to give y'all this. First of all, he's been married to Marjorie now for 17 years. You know, these people are still running around here talking about, oh, it's just a fling and she's only with him for his money. Let me explain something to you. Now, this is my humble opinion. This is my humble opinion. You may not have to agree with this, but this is my opinion. Ever since Steve Harvey got with Marjorie Harvey, he's become a totally different dude. Money wise, dressing wise, I don't give a care what y'all say. Steve Harvey's ass could not dress. He was dressing in them damn Easter suits that used to drive me crazy. Had all of them dudes going to church with them old loud Easter suits. When he got to with Marjorie, let me tell you something. Steve Harvey learned how to dress. Now, you ain't gonna have to agree with me at all, but I'm gonna tell you something here. Listen to me. Let me show you something. Let me tell you something. First of all, look at this shirt that the old Steve Harvey would have never wore that. First of all, and y'all remember he had on that toupee that he used to wear, and Marjorie must have told him she got tired of that toupee. Toupee gone. Was very sick. Had all them Negroes out there thinking that he literally was lined up perfect all the time like that. Fool had on a whole toupee the whole time. Just stupid. You look at this jacket. And you look at them boots. You're not going to tell me that Steve Harvey in his other life would have ever worn that jacket and would have ever put on those boots. He would have never done it. Steve was always dressed like he was on his way to Easter service. And it was dumb. It was stupid. He looked dumb. He looked stupid. And it just never worked itself out. I'm just saying. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. Ain't nobody mad but the devil. Ain't nobody mad but the devil. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Because that's who Steve Harvey was. He dressed in them raggedy suits, them loud suits, and had everybody, over there leaning to the side, thinking you was being fly and thinking you was being cool, and you look like a whole daggum fool. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's just me. I'm just being honest. Let me see. Let me get to this other. I want to make sure I cue this up. I need to cue this up so it's ready. I'm trying to make sure I'm queued up for y'all. But yeah, Steve Harvey. He yeah. No. Yeah. No. If y'all of the opinion that Steve Harvey could dress, you need to reimagine it, that situation, because Steve Harvey he was never the greatest of dressers. I'm just gonna tell y'all that right now. That's just the bottom line. That's my opinion. I'm just telling y'all that's my opinion. All right, so it is what it is. That's my opinion. But he was never no great dresser. Now let me go ahead and tell y'all this story. I want to bring this story out because you know me, I'm always trying to talk about things that are trending. Did you guys hear about this story? Let me tell you about this too. The family of a teen who allegedly stabbed another to death at a track meet says that the narrative that's being spread is false. Let's talk a little bit about this story right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just bring up my notes because I don't even want to bring up the other stuff on this. I just want to. Let me bring up my notes. If you heard about this story, I'm just going to talk about it a little bit. Oh, I got a couple stories we need to talk about. We're going to bring out. Man, I make so many notes about these shows. All right. It was a high school student. He's being accused of fatally stabbing another teen during a track meet. Unfortunately, this particular teenager lost their life during this track meet. They're disputing the narrative surrounding the stabbing, stating that the allegations and reports that are being spread are false. So here's the situation. The suspect's family is pushing back against the claims that are being spread publicly, asserting that the narrative is inaccurate and the child is being misrepresented. The incident has sparked debate about youth violence, media portrayal, as well as accountability. So that's the situation. So let's go into it. Let me look it up. There was an altercation at a track meet, left one teen dead and another under arrest. The family of the alleged attacker, who purportedly told police, "I'm not alleged, I did it," after the incident, says the accusations against him are false, unjust, and harmful. The statement comes as a part of the fundraiser through Give, Send, Go to set up their family. Carmelo Anthony, is that his name too? Wow. 17, who is being held on a charge of first-degree murder for the stabbing death of Austin Metcalf. Okay, so the 17-year-old stabbed Austin. No telling why he stabbed Austin. The narrative, he's saying that the narrative is false. He says, I don't have any reason to believe that, but I need to develop facts. Talk to people and figure out what's going on before I make any statements about what I think happened, he told the outlet. I don't have any reason to think it wasn't self-defense at this time. So they're looking at it right now as it could be possible self-defense, but he actually stabbed him. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of this story. Anthony and Metcalf were both in what kind of name? Cayendale Stadium on April 2nd at 10 a.m. when the altercation occurred per the press release. And so one student stabbed another student. But see, here's the thing about these kind of stories. Normally when it's a black teenager, they never really look at it as self-defense. It automatically begins to be, you've done something. I want y'all to hear me. And I want all young people to hear me and all black young people to hear me. Even though you have a lot of freedoms that a lot of other people paid and died and gave their lives for, you need to understand that you're not able to get away and do other things that other kids can do. Now, it might have been self-defense, but that's going to be up to a jury, hopefully of your peers, that, we're going to be able to, look at this in the totality of the situation. Now, I'm going to be real honest with you guys here. The whole court system to me is bullshit. And I hate to say it that way, but that's really how I feel. When you have all of these red states and Trump appointed judges and the way that these people are moving around, it's showing you that our judicial system is very prejudiced. And I was explaining to my roommates over breakfast and coffee this morning that we traded in Thurgood Marshall for this bought Harlan Crow Supreme Court justice. Thurgood Marshall. Y'all got to understand, this is how long this man been in office. They bought in Clarence Thomas to replace, if I'm not mistaken, it was Thurgood Marshall, right? Y'all correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but I do believe I'm getting older, so sometimes I don't remember everything. But I do remember, I thought it was Thurgood Marshall. The Brown versus the Board of Education, Thurgood Marshall was replaced by this other dude, Clarence Thomas. Ridiculous. So we had Thurgood Marshall. They turned around and gave us Clarence Thomas. Like we really needed Clarence Thomas. Really. Now I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna make some people mad with this statement. You know, if you're gonna date outside of your race, try to date up and not down. Like, here's what I'm saying. If you're a black man, go after Cindy Crawford. Go after the Bo Derricks. Go after the Lola. No, she's not. Oh, she's not white. But go after the cream of the crop. If you're gonna date outside of race, don't date Roseanne Barr. Don't date Amy Schumer. You know what I'm saying? Go higher. You know, most of these people that keep dating, if you look at Clarence Thomas' wife, I said, God, and she ain't never been pretty. She ain't never been fine. I'm just saying. First time I saw her, she had on polka dots. And I said, oh God, is that Minnie Mouse? That's Minnie Mouse. Minnie Mouse. You over there with Minnie Mouse. Clarence Thomas, he's dating Minnie Mouse. Listen, sisters, I have no problem with you dating outside your race. But if you're going to date outside your race, step it up. Step it up. Brothers, everybody, step it up. Because if you're going to be talked about, if you're going to be shamed, if you're going to be talked about crazy, you better step it up. Because if you dating Roseanne Barr and you walking in front of me at the grocery store and the back side of your girlfriend or your wife looks like a Nutter Butter bar, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be laughing. If your wife's ass looks like the back of a Nutter Butter bar, oh Lord, don't you start, Marcel. Let me calm down. Let me tell you something. I'm just gonna be in the behind you shaking my head. That's what I'm gonna be doing. That's what I'm gonna be saying. That's why. But I don't want to marry anybody that I feel like smells like boiled hot dog water. But moving right along. But one teen stabbed the other teen. He's saying that the narrative is wrong. I think we all need to understand and think about it from a different light, ladies and gentlemen. And we have to look at it like that. That's just me. I definitely agree with that. We have to look at it a little bit different. So yes, shout out to all of you that are here. For those of you that are supporting the show, thank y'all so very much. I really do appreciate it. Can y'all please, I'm going to take a look at these likes. Can I take a look at the likes? Am I going to cry? Am I going to cry? I don't even know. Come on, y'all. Is this accurate? That can't be accurate. That's not accurate. Let me hit the button again. That cannot be accurate. Oh, thank y'all. Good job. Praise God. Thank y'all for the 192 of you all that hit the like button. I really do appreciate it. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. I really do appreciate it. Now listen here. I definitely agree that you are presumed innocent until somebody can prove that you're guilty and it wasn't self-defense. But I know one thing: if I had to stab somebody to death, I'm surely going to declare it was self-defense. I've seen too many episodes of the First 48, and I definitely think y'all need to stop going to the police station and running off at your mouth. What happened to the rule of keeping your mouth closed? Don't you know you have the right to remain silent? And anything you say can and will be used against you. Do y'all not realize they really mean that? They will take something that you said that you didn't even, that wasn't really wrong or bad, and they will twist it to be bad just so that your black behind will go to jail, or your white behind, or your Asian behind will go to jail. Because I know I have a broad audience and I have a lot of you that watch me, and thank y'all for watching. Please make sure y'all hit the like button. I'm just saying, y'all need to understand that, and don't trip in thinking that you just can do whatever you want, say whatever you want, and it's not going to happen. Shout out to all of you guys. So I'm just saying, people need to understand that. People need to understand that. I need at least 5 of y'all to support the show. We're down to our last 5 people with $10 that will cut through the muck, and then we can just somebody said I'm keeping my mouth shut. I'm just saying, you better wait on your attorney, and you better be quiet. I don't know how many times I've seen on the first 48 where these people been running off at their mouth, and next thing I know, they going to jail for a long time. That's all I know. I love me some first 48. I even like the one on CBS, 48-Hour Mystery or whatever that thing is called. Oh my God, I love those shows. Those are like my favorite shows. I be tearing those shows up. But anyway, that's the story about the teen stabbing. He's claiming that it was self-defense, and they're already saying that it wasn't. His family's running a GoFundMe so that they can go ahead and get that taken care of. Now, speaking of GoFundMe, what's his name? Dr. Boyd, isn't that his name? What's the guy over there in New York who's now got a GoFundMe because his church is in foreclosure? What's that man's name? Ain't it Boyd? No. What's that dude's name? I want to say Keith. It's not Butler. What's that guy's name? Somebody remind me. The one over there, because we were talking about it yesterday on St. James. I can't remember the name. He's the one that has the other little twinkle toes fellow that goes to his church. What's his name? Oh God. James Hall. James Hall is a member. Tara says the boy had a twin and both jumped the black boy and called him the N-word. Exactly. Kevin Bond, that's right. Thank you, St. James. Shout out to St. James, was over there in the bushes and finally decided to go ahead and type it in here. Thank you. You ain't slick. I know you was in the bushes. You've been in the bushes this whole time. You could have fell out and said hello today. I'm just saying. You think you're slick. You've been in them bushes. Kevin Bond. Y'all know Dr. Kevin Bond needs to raise about $1 million in the next couple of days. He's doing as much as now, St. James, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was thinking about this today. Now he does all that hollering and screaming. I mean, just all this stupid screaming and dancing and doing all of this dancing. And now you need to raise $1 million so you can save your church. Now, let me tell you something. If you've been in this church for all these many years and you have not been budgeting the money for this church properly, that lets me know that you are a poor money manager and that I don't need to give you my money. Yeah, with St. James, I was working yesterday, so I definitely understand that as well, because I really was working yesterday. You're a poor money manager. You're a poor money manager. And I'm not going to pour more money into your church or into whatever you're doing. Same way with over there Marvin Winans. He recommend Jesus. Well, the only thing that you over there recommending is Jesus. I want to recommend to you a good financier, a good accountant, a good CPA. I recommend a CPA to you. I recommend somebody other than Jesus to you, because these preachers are not managing the money well. They're not. And you can tell they're not managing the money well because they keep having to all these foreclosures and all of this other stuff coming up. You guys got to be kidding me. You going to give up more money to Kevin Bond so he can waste more money and he could be screaming and hollering? And in my heart, because I'm a giver. Today I was sitting there, I said, well, maybe I should send him $5. Then something said, Marcellus, why the hell would you send him $5 and he can't even manage the millions of dollars that went through his hand over there? All you've been doing is shellacking the floor over there so y'all can keep doing all of that ridiculous dancing. Now, here's a funny thing. I saw a video of him, St. James. I want to think about this. St. James, I saw a video of him a couple of months ago where he had taken out all of the pews of the sanctuary and was redoing the floors and was redoing stuff in the sanctuary. And he had to be knowing that he couldn't afford to be in the building around that time as well. So what the hell have you been doing this whole time? You got James Hall. You and James Hall should have been doing 30 days of fire. Y'all should have been bringing in evangelists from all across the country that can preach and help you raise some money so that you can try and save your building. What the hell y'all been doing? Who's over there working in the office that can give you ideas? You know what it says to me, Kevin? You are probably not a person who takes people's advice very often, and that's one of the reasons why you in the verge of losing your church. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Something is off here. They saying the GoFundMe, you know what? He ain't gonna make it. Only way he gonna make it is somebody has to, that with some money, has to really go after and try to help him. I recommend he call Elon Musk. Go over there and do what the mayor of New York did. Make a deal with the devil and go ahead and hopefully they'll be able to save y'all church, because all y'all been doing is a whole bunch of devilish stuff. And yeah, they got a sing-a-thon trying to raise 1.2 million tonight. Yeah, they can go ahead. I thought they were doing that over the telephone, St. James. Are they doing that over the phone? I thought that was over the phone. Ain't they doing that on a conference call, aren't they? Retire? How he gonna retire and he trying to build this whole church over there? Say what now? Retire? Oh God. The question is, will this building ever be built? And the answer is no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I'm just saying. Listen, CC, they need to call EJ and Lovie and them and figure out how they can work some stuff. Because, them people been over there working magic for a long time. They've been preaching in house slippers and stuff and been able to get these people's money. I'm just saying. EJ he preaches in house slippers. I'm like, I don't even understand what kind of stuff is going on with these people. This is some strange stuff going on over here. I'm just saying, if you're going to preach and you're going to do the stuff that you're doing, you ought to at least make sure that you raising the money and you can keep your stuff. Welcome to the Mad Church Disease Channel, a channel dedicated to our forgotten brothers and sisters throughout the ages. Want to stay connected to me and the Mad Church Disease community? Well, then join our email community newsletter. Stay in the know with all the updates and fresh content that is created for this channel. It's time you join the private community for the revolutionary family, where we can talk and laugh all in a space that's safe with a no judgment zone. Connect with other members and build lasting friendships. The doors are now open. Want to stay connected and be notified each time I go live? Subscribe to the text community and be notified each time that we go live. Simply add your details for instant updates on all our lives. Are you a budding YouTuber or business professional who would like my thoughts on all things business related? Book a free 15-minute consultation where I can help with social media, YouTube, web design, and so much more. Book your consultation now and build your future. Get away from the rat race and build your business. Shout out to y'all watching the Mad Church Disease channel. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you have not yet done so. Please subscribe to the channel as we move expeditiously on to our next topic. We're going to be dealing with, of course, the beautiful and talented Jasmine Crockett. Let me go ahead and give you the background. Jasmine Crockett is the representative from Texas. If you're black and you're living under a rock and you don't know who this is, she's gained attention for her bold personality and her unapologetic style. Ladies and gentlemen, let's deal with Jasmine Crockett. Let me talk about this. A Fox News host made some disparaging remarks regarding her during a segment that they had, likening her to Tyler Perry's Madea character, but claiming she lacks the charm. Let me tell you something. Our generation, I would have never thought. Let me sit back. Let me relax for this one because I got to talk about this. Our generation is a trip. And the reason why our generation is a trip is because we are allowing something that our people that came before us fought very hard for us to not have to deal with. The blatant amount of comments and racism that we're now experiencing, we just need to start calling it out and saying what it is and who's saying what they're saying. You know, some people have a certain kind of thought processes and certain things that they just think about us. I'm fine with that, because I don't work to change people's perceptions of me. I am who I am. That's why you'll never find me trying to explain myself to other content creators. Those days are gone. Listen to me very carefully. I left those days back when we were dealing with all of that other stuff with Dr. Scrotum Sniffer. Those days are long gone. I don't owe anyone an explanation, not at all, about anything. Now, if you're a supporter of mine, I don't mind explaining things to you guys because you guys support the channel and y'all support and the work that I'm doing. So I will explain things to you, but to the general folks, no, I don't owe these people no no, you ain't getting no explanation from me about nothing. So you can try to draw people out to be fussing and fighting, but it's listen, it's up to me on whether or not I choose to come out here and participate in the fight with you. I don't fight with these folks no more. Those days are gone. Now, if I talk about Dr. Scrotum Sniffer, that's just something that I choose to talk about. It is what I do, but I don't owe nobody no explanation about nothing. And shout out to the 5 of you that we're waiting to support the channel. And we're almost at our goal tonight. So shout out to you. And if you're watching this video and we went off and we didn't make our goal, please make sure that you support the channel, because a lot of times I know you guys will do that. So shout out to the 5 of you that are going to do that. But I don't owe nobody no explanation. And Black people need to stop trying to explain ourselves to people. We really do. We don't owe you no explanation. And how are you going to refer to somebody as Tyler Perry Madia character, who happens to be an old Black character, a fictional character? Okay, that was based on his mama and his grandmama, who carries a gun in their purse. This woman is a trained lawyer who passed the bar, who is a very intelligent individual. But I'm gonna tell you something I want y'all to pay attention to very, very, very well as well. Because she's so outspoken, y'all know they keep trying to get her investigated. They keep trying to get the government, the Department of Justice, to open up an investigation on how she became so rich, because she has money too. She has a lot of money. Now, I want to share something with y'all that I've known this for years. And those of us who pay attention to politics, we know this. When you happen to sit on judiciary committees, you get access to all of a lot of the stock market information on companies that have applied for certain, patents and all sorts of things that they're going to bring to market. So you're able, the financial committees and all the different committees, you're able to get knowledge that other people don't have. Nancy Pelosi's been doing this shit for years. Just pay attention to what I'm saying. Nancy's husband plays the stock market. He's the one that goes out and plays the stock market, because she's not allowed to do it because she sits on these committees. But she gets all the information about the companies that are going to be, going forward in the marketplace. So are you thinking that she don't lay next down to her husband and say, hey, this is who came before us and this is what we voted on, and this company might be coming to market? Now, I'm not saying that she's doing that. I'm just saying, how these people make all of this money? But from my research and from my study, they're able to make all of the money that they make. But these Fox people over there on Fox get crazy out of hand with some of the shit that they say. And it's a shame and a sin that we let these people get away with this as Black people. The NAACP, what is the NAACP do now? Can somebody help me? Do they serve freeze cups and oatmeal cookies and pies? What the hell does the NAACP do now about? Because the NAACP should have been calling these people out on the carpet about these comments and some of the stuff that these people be. What does the NAACP do now? Can somebody tell me in the chat? Is the NAACP is it like a Costco membership now, where you just pay your month, you pay your dues, and you just go when you can? But you don't really, you don't get nothing great for it unless you get the executive membership. You get a couple of discounts. You're able to go in there and shop if you decide to go in there and buy your, few pairs of underwear. I'm just saying, when they have them laid across the table. I'm just saying. Are you serious? Breezy say they have meetings. They got to have. They just have meetings. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm trying to figure out the NAACP should have been all over this. They should have been all over this. They should have been all over this. That's unacceptable. These people, I don't care if it's a black person on Fox News saying it. I don't care if it's a white person. I don't care if it's an Asian person. When you come out here talking about a woman like this who is educated, who passed the bar, which is not a very easy thing to do. This is not a dumb woman. This is not a dumb, stupid, gun-toting, carrying her purse, wearing a moo-moo dress woman. And when I hear things like this, excuse me, y'all, I get really upset. And I don't understand why we allow these people to get away with this stuff. While you try to convince me that Marjorie Taylor Greene is intelligent. And what's the other woman who can see Russia from her house? I can't even remember her name right now because that's how insignificant she is. What the hell is that lady's name? Come on, I can see Russia from my front porch. What was that lady's name? She ran with the senator from Arizona. Oh God, my brain be going. I be talking so much I can't even remember. Palin, Sarah Palin. Yeah, well, her dumb ass. I'm sorry, I just had to say it. You know, but we will trade. They will downplay an intelligent, educated black woman and put up somebody like Sarah Palin or Marjorie Taylor Greene or that Boebert girl and tell us, oh, this is who you should aspire to be. And that Boebert girl is as dumb could be. And I thought she was going to be out of the Congress or wherever she's sitting. I thought she was going to be out because did she have to move to another district just so she could run again? I thought Lauren Boebert. I thought we were done with Lauren Boebert. How is Lauren Boebert still in there? I'm confused. Oh my God. I'm not surprised. And the only bar that Jim Jordan didn't pass was Cheers. He was probably in there drinking. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Every time, listen. You should not have said this. You should not have said this. Every time I see Jim Jordan's ass, I just feel like he should be walking through the doors of Cheers and somebody should be, hi, Jim. That's what they should be doing. You know how they used to walk through the door and they would go, hi, Norm. This is Jim. That's Jim Jordan. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came. That's what they say. You want to be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name. Every time I see Jim Jordan, that's what the hell I think. That's literally what I think. With the little crew cut that he wear, I swear that's what I think every time I see that fool. I'm just saying, y'all forgive me. I'm goofy like that. That is funny. Yeah, and then I think her husband makes money too. I think her husband makes money too. So that's it. That's hilarious. That this goes to show you back in the day, the TV shows that I used to watch. You know what? And they had a club here in LA. It used to be called Over the Moon. It was at Universal Studios. I don't know. I think they've moved it out, but it was one of the best places to go as a grown up because you could literally go there and they had like these piano. They would sit at the piano and you could just strike up a song no matter what you could start going, here's a story, and the whole place would start singing of a lovely lady, and you'd be drinking, and I mean, you would be laughing so hard that everybody in the room could sing these songs, and they would just start. And then sometimes they would invite people up, like do like a little karaoke type thing. It was freaking hilarious. I'm a goofy adult like that because I just like having fun and enjoying life. My friend sent me a thing today. She said, Marcellus, it was like a blast from the past where it showed you like the old Montgomery War, the old Woolworth, and it showed you all of these old things that we used to have, right? And I sent back to her today. I said, you know what? Wisdom appreciates those days, and life demands that, life demands that we understand that and we live that out. I'm appreciative of the days that God has given me. It is a privilege to be alive and to serve other people. It is a privilege to come on YouTube and to have great conversations with you guys. It is an honorable privilege. I just take it as a privilege. Now, don't get me wrong. I still will cuss a motherfucker out. I'll tell you that. But the point is, I'm appreciative, and I'm not taking no shit off nobody up in these comment sections. So that's why, if you learn by now, all I do is block and delete your ass. Okay, you get gone. I don't care who you are, where you come from. You get blocked and deleted. That's what I do to you, because I'm not arguing with nobody in my comment section. We're not doing that. And you're lucky I don't one of these days I'm gonna have a roast fest. I'm just gonna get up here. I'm gonna pull up all y'all comments that always got something negative to say, and I'm gonna roast your ass. We're gonna go to your page, we're gonna go to all your friends' page, and we just gonna sit here for about 2 or 3 hours and roast you. Because some of you get up here and you be talking all of this mad, crazy stuff. What's up, Ann Brock? And you're so mean. We just having conversation. Why y'all so mean? Oh, and you make sure you watch my live tomorrow, my members only live, when you get a chance. I'm gonna do it at about 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, about 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We need to deal with Dr. Scrotum Sniffer. And if you don't know who that is, that's Dr. Dingleberry. We need to have a little conversation about some of the things that he's saying and doing. And I need to just say that I'm going to do that in the private chat. I don't need to do that amongst the public. And I'm sure, I know I got spies, and I know how people get down. But, if you're going to do it, you're going to pay to do it. Amen. Bless the Lord. You're gonna give me my $4.99 just so you can come over here and sniff around. Amen. Bless God. You're gonna pay that $5. You got $5? Okay. You come listen to what I say for $5? Okay, you're gonna pay that $5. That's all I'm gonna say on that. That's what I'm gonna say. Now, let's talk about this story. Did anybody see this bullshit right here? Oh God, let me bring this up. Oh, and we're gonna end our night on this one. Wait till y'all see this. Wait till y'all see this. Ooh, Father, help me. Let me see. Oh, wait, I gotta get my notes up on this one. Oh, let me tell y'all. Let me just tell you this. Here's a white lady, Karen, who was falsely claiming that she was being assaulted. She laid on the ground. Let's picture her laying on the ground. Now her tenants were black. And the reason why I wanted to tell this story, there was a story. Oh, you just wait. I'm gonna show you the whole video, CC. You ain't seen shit. Wait, wait a minute. So Regina from the Juice Radio had done a story a month or two ago about a landlord who was dealing with a crazy situation. Right? A good, it's coming, God. So Regina had done this story, and so that day I just so happened to be able to catch Regina. Now, she didn't do this story; it was another story about some landlord. Well, this particular story is about a black tenant, who was the target of this landlord's accusations and calmly recorded this encounter. What this white lady didn't realize is she was being recorded. Now, according to the let me pull it up and let y'all watch it, and then I'll give my commentary. So let's do this. Let me pull it up so you can see it, and I'm gonna give my commentary to it, and we'll pull it up. Let's pull it up. Let's remove this. Share screen. Let's pull this up. All right, y'all. Now, y'all know, just let me get my media assets down here. We got some stuff we need to do. We are using this according to the fair use doctrine. Copyright under Section 17, U.S. copyright is allowed for fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe on copyright under Section 17 and 107. All right, so that's that. So that's that. I'm going to play this for you, and I'm going to give you guys my commentary. Now, understand something. I will have to stop this video. Well, what we're going to do, let me speed it up a bit. That way I don't have to stop it, okay? And if you are not able to catch it, y'all just, just understand what's going on. I have to speed it up because of copyright situation. So here we go. Check this crazy lady out.
Learning more about a viral video out of Aurora where a landlord claimed she was attacked by her tenant due to a dispute over rent. The video captures the entire scene, including what led to the woman's collapse. The tenant involved reached out to your reporter Kennedy Cook to share her side of what happened.
Really? Really?
This viral video out of Aurora shows what appears to be a woman in despair, claiming she was attacked.
She's kicking me out.
But what she didn't know was the entire incident was being recorded, including this moment just seconds before.
Oh my God,
You just charged up. Really?
Oh my God, she's hurting me.
Really?
Oh.
You see how she just fought? Now, this is what they do. This is what they do. Hold on, let me get over here to these comments because this is about to be a mess. Here's the thing. She on the phone calling the popo. And then she, oh my God, she's attacking me. She's attacking me. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God. And she just drops down on the floor. Like they do some of these stupid meals that they be making on TikTok, trying to get you to ruin all your damn ingredients. Talking about, oh, this is delicious. No, you done drop this shit down on this here TikTok and then fell down and put this stuff on the TikTok. No, you about to mess up some of your ingredients. Some of this stuff they be making on this TikTok, they in a whole bunch of this shit is nasty. Don't fall for it. Black people, you over there using all your good ingredients on this bullshit they be making. But I'm just saying, but here she go falling on the ground.
Really? Really?
I knew right then at that point that I was going to need to move.
Vontice Wines had been living in a...
You think? She said, oh, right then and there, I knew I was going to have to move. Let me tell you something. Listen. Listen here. According to this, let me just play it. Let me play it.
On home at South Hannibal Street in Aurora since November of 2024. She was renting from Elisa Anderson, who also goes by Ella's Vita Anderson. The lease says rent was due on the 1st of every month by noon, or a $110 late fee would be due. But according to Wines, Anderson would often ask for the rent before the 1st.
Every single month, she will text a couple of days early trying to get me to pay.
Which Wines said she would send.
Every month that I had been there, I paid her early because I had it.
But on March 1st, Wines says she was greeted.
I want y'all to understand something. She pays this white lady every month early, the rent early. Lady come over and held her knees together like one of them apostolic saints and then fell on the ground with her knees together in her slippers and hollering on the phone. Oh my God, she done attacked me. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Come and get me. You know how them apostolics do when they get slain in the spirit. They keep their knees together and fall on out and wait for you and the drop cloth to show up. I'm just saying.
By an unexpected visitor.
She came over it wasn't even 12:15 yet to give me that eviction notice. She had texted me the prior day saying that she was coming to change the locks. I kind of thought she was just trying to intimidate me because she had been texting me a lot prior. I heard drilling at the front door and I was completely shocked.
We reached out to landlord and tenant lawyer Stephen Flaxman to learn more about.
Now, let me tell you something. I had a friend, Jesse. What's up, Jesse? Jesse, I had a friend who he lived in Baldwin Hills. He lived on the top of the hill. Baldwin Hills is a very nice area, lives up on the top of the hill. They got a set of apartments at that top of the hill. The building used to be pink. I don't know what color it is now. So if anybody's familiar with, if you go up La Cienega and you go up to go into Baldwin Hills and view in LA, you get to the top of the hill right before you get to, I guess that's La Brea and Overhill at the 4-way cross intersection. They got that they got a park there, dog park, and then there's a set of apartment buildings right there. So I ain't making this up. I used to have a friend who rented an apartment there. The landlord used to come into the apartment, use the key, come into the apartment, even when my friend was not at home. I used to ask my friend, he used to go to West Angeles. I say, bruh. And he be complaining. I mean, he be pissed off because the landlord done come up into the apartment like he didn't even live there. So one day I just got to, I said, hey, yo, dude, did you ever screw this woman? I'm like, why she just thinks that she could just come up in your apartment? You guys got to understand something. Some people in the world are just crazy and they just off. This white lady in this story is crazier than cat shit. You hear me? Who thinks that you could come into somebody's house? Now, let me tell you what she actually did. Oh, they're going to show it to you. Let me show you. Watch what this white lady was actually doing. This is some crazy shit.
Colorado landlord laws.
A late fee cannot be charged until the 7th calendar day of the month. So if a landlord is charging you a late fee for paying on the 2nd of the month, that's an improper charge.
But in Wine's case, she says she wasn't even given the opportunity to pay a late fee before locks were being changed.
If you're not opening this door right now, I'm going to have the locksmith open it, and you pay for it.
We spoke with Lisa Anderson, who declined an interview request.
That is certainly not allowed.
Understand something. She showed up to that woman's house with a locksmith telling the woman, I'm going to change the locks to a place that the woman is paying rent to. And see, this is why I'm so grateful to God that the Lord has blessed me and blessed my life, that I don't have these types of issues or problems, because that day I would have gone to jail. Y'all hear me? And y'all pray for me that I get better control of my emotions like that, because when you paying rent and you're paying your mortgage or you're paying what you need to do, and you're right, you're right, Jesse. You know, you should call the law. Jesse's correct. But sometimes I get a little mad, and as I get older, because I've lived the life that I've lived, and I'm nice and I'm kind to people, I don't expect for this kind of stuff to happen. So if something like this were to happen to me, it would probably catch me so off guard. I would want to whoop somebody's ass. I'm just going to be totally frank with you. I would have tossed that white woman out on her ass so quick. As soon as she laid on the floor where I paid rent with all of my belongings and all of my stuff in it, you coming up here talking all of this bullshit. Oh, I would have flung you out of this house like them sorry ass limp noodles that y'all make on y'all spaghetti. I would have sent her ass a flying. You hear me? I would have sent her flying. Let me tell you, she would have been able to recognize something else was going to be in the friendly skies, and it would have been her motherfucking ass, because I would have flung her so far out of my house and probably through that damn glass door. You don't come up in my house where I pay rent talking about, oh, if I don't give you the money a couple of days early, you showed up with a locksmith. And guess what I would have done? I'd have probably came out with the door with my bat and told her stupid ass, y'all better call the popo. That's what you better do. I know, Jesse. I'm just saying. Listen here. Listen to me, Jesse. I would have probably cussed the hell out of that woman and tossed her right out on her ass. And I probably would have threw a pot of water out on her. Oh, her ass would have been soaking wet. So when the police showed up, she'd have looked like when Pepe Le Pew on the cartoon, somebody would have poured Pepe Le Pew some water. That they'd probably look like the old William McRae pictures when William had that droopy Jerry curl and he used to wear them big old glasses. He always looked like a wet alley cat. That's how I'd have had her looking, standing outside my front door, my glass door. And I'm not gonna lie to you. My mama would have probably somebody would have had to calm me the hell down. Because when you pay rent and you pay money, you don't pay money to be disrespected. You don't pay money to be disturbed like this. You don't pay money for somebody to come up here. The woman had all her receipts. And this is another reason why people need to keep all of their paperwork, because people be coming up with all kind of shenanigans. You coming up to my house like you own. But see, let me tell you another reason why stuff like this is happening. I'm gonna tell you why stuff like this is happening. Because Donald Trump's fucking ass is in office. You think you got the right to show up? You not Doge, bitch. You think you're gonna come up in my house and you're gonna change the locks where I pay the rent? You ain't Elon Musk, bitch. You gonna lay down on the ground like you controlling something around here? Oh no. Okay, when you laid on the ground, I'm about to stomp on your ass. I'm gonna stomp a mud hole in your ass. I'm gonna make it so quick that you want to get up off of that floor with your $2 slide-on shoes that you done came over here with. I'm gonna make it very, very difficult. You get your ass up off my floor and get up out of here. And I'm sorry. We as Black people, we are always looked upon as having to be the calm ones. This woman can come over here and do all of this, pull all of this irrational bullshit. And you know what? Some Black person, if that Black lady would have whooped her ass, some Black person would have been like, that Black lady shouldn't have done that. She should have used more restraint. Oh my God. You know that we can't be. No, we have a right to defend ourselves. And we have a right to not deal with all of this bullshit. And stuff like this frustrates me. Let me explain something to you. If you're watching me and you're not African American, because I know I have some of you to watch me. Listen to me. Because y'all come to me like Nicodemus by night and be like, I be watching the podcast. And we love you too. So anyway, listen to me. Listen to me when I tell you this. If a black person allows you to lay on their floor in their home that she probably done pine sawed to death, because if you know us, we be cleaning. If you look at her, she was in the kitchen washing them dishes. You come up in my house that I done washed this floor and fabuloso this floor, pine sawed this floor down, and you gonna lay on my floor like that, I'm gonna stomp a mud hole in your ass. Okay? You gonna leave here and leave my house smelling like yesterday's ambitions and your future dreams, because I'm gonna stomp the shit out of you. And I'm going to make sure that you understand never to do that again. I don't understand why we're always the ones that have to look at have to be the rational people. Look at the most irrational shit this woman did. This is some irrational, crazy shit. In her home, this black woman, her home, a place that she's renting, her place of security, her place of where she's supposed to be at peace. And here goes this white lady laying in her house where she paid the rent. Y'all, I'm sorry. This is unacceptable to me. I'm sorry. And Jesse, I just can't. Stuff like this just gets on my nerves. And I don't tolerate this kind of stuff from white folks. I just don't. And from anybody, I just don't tolerate this stuff. I just don't tolerate this kind of stuff. I just don't. I would have stumped the shit out of her. And if I didn't stump her in the face or the head, I would have took care of them feet. Oh, I would have just kept stepping on her damn feet until she got her hot dog or boiling water smelling ass up out of my crib. Or you better best. And you standing there with full shades on, laying down on the floor. To my, oh, she hit me. Because if that black lady would have knocked the hell out of her, them shades most certainly wouldn't have been on her face. You see the games that they play? And they're playing these games because of the atmosphere and the environment that has been created because of Donald Trump's punk ass. You coming up in somebody's house lying down on the ground. Tomorrow, oh, Lord, she done hit me. She hit me. But let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. Now this is going to get it interesting. This is how Emmett Till was killed. Y'all do realize that, right? Emmett Till was killed because some white lady lied on him and said that he looked at her funny or some bullshit. Y'all understand that? And this is the same stuff in America that gets done to us. And I'm sorry, as a black man, this is the kind of shit that pisses me off. Now, to the average person, you just casually, hee hee ha ha. No, ain't no hee hee ha ha. This bitch should have been thrown out the fucking door. You hear me? I am not in the business of playing these types of games with these types of people. And I'm serious on that note. And I'm sorry. I'm throwing your motherfucking ass up out my crib. I'm sorry. I would have stumped her fucking ankles and her feet to death. Her toes would have been bloody, and she'd have been like, well, what happened? He stepped on my toe. Well, Your Honor, I was trying to get her up out of my house. She was refusing to leave, hollering and screaming, and here go all my receipts saying that I had paid her. But I'm sick of these people. And you're going to tell a woman standing at her front door, oh, you're going to have the man change the locks. And if he changed the locks, you're going to have me to pay for it. No, bitch, you're going to pay for it right now because I'm about to whoop your motherfucking ass. And don't get it twisted. I got a few phone calls that I can make to a few females. I ain't even got to put my hands on you. I can call a couple of women who will come and, mollywop your damn ass. It's this kind of shit I don't like. I don't like stuff like this. And then people say, well, Marcellus, why do you get so passionate about it? Because we as black people, we tolerate too much shit. That black lady, I ain't lying. If she was going to change them motherfucking locks, she was going to change them locks after she went through that damn glass door. And after I tossed her motherfucking ass through that damn door. We tolerate too much stuff from people. You coming up in my house and laying on the motherfucking ground. And the reason why she was able to do this stuff is because that black lady was being nice. She paid her the rent ahead of schedule, on time. You get your money every month, on time. And some people don't even pay the money on time. I know I've been late paying my bills. Have you been late? You understand what I'm saying? I'm sure you've been late before and couldn't pay. If y'all knew the shit I had to go through last year, oh God. There's stuff that I have not even told y'all that happened to me last year. The mere fact that I'm still able to sit here and talk to you is a miracle. I'm just saying. I sure am. I'd have threw her the motherfucking hell up out of my crib. I ain't lying. You know what? I would listen. Y'all think I'm lying? Let me tell you, I'm crazy because my mom was crazy. Let me tell you something. Listen here, Soldier Psalmist. Let me tell you what I would have done. I would have went in my kitchen and got the ketchup and mustard, and I would have squeezed all the ketchup and mustard on her motherfucking ass. And when the police got there, I'd have been saying, "I thought she was a hot dog." That's what they be saying, "Huh? What'd you say, ma'am?" "Oh, I thought she was a hot dog." Sure do. What? I thought she was a motherfucking hot dog. Because there's absolutely no way she thought it was okay for her to come into my apartment while I was paying rent. I thought somebody was paying a motherfucking joke on me. I put ketchup and mustard, squeeze it all on her motherfucking ass, because you're not going to come up in my house smelling like hot dog water and don't think I'm not going to squeeze this ketchup and mustard on your motherfucking ass. And if you are going to lay on the motherfucking floor, you going to slip and slide while you do it. You ain't going to be getting on the ground and then getting back up with your phone in your hand looking at me talking shit to the popo. You going to slip and slide in this motherfucker before you able to do that. And I mean what the hell I just said. Are you serious? I wish the fuck I would. And black people, we need to stop this shit. And this is what I was going to tell y'all. I don't know where people got this notion that the whole civil rights movement was just so that we could live next door to certain groups of people. The civil rights movement was about me have my dollar having the same equal power and authority your money does. Ain't had shit to do with us living next door to people. These people got warped concepts. They think that the whole reason why we was marching and we was doing the shit that we was doing is just so that we could get into living next door to them and all of this kind of stuff. No, the reason why we had bus boycotts and shit like that, it was so that, hello, if I pay my dime, I don't want to get on that bus and pay my dime and get off the bus and have to go to the back of the bus to get back on. If you paid your dime and it got you to sit in the front seat, I want to be able to use my dime and get into a comfortable seat as well. It ain't had shit to do with just being next to a group of people. Somebody has told these people some bad information. And whoever this woman is, somebody gave her some bad damn information. And black people, y'all need to stop being so damn nice to these people. I'd have drug her out of my damn house kicking and screaming. I'd have squeezed that damn mustard and ketchup on her ass so fast she'd have been like, she'd have been doing this the whole time the police was talking to her. She'd have been doing. That's what she'd have been doing the whole time. And let me back up, because I want to back up so some people can see. Wait a minute. I can't even take that down, can I? Wait. Let me do this. Let me do this. Hold on. You know what? They have really changed this stuff around in here to where it's not even right. I'm just saying. They done move everything around. We can't even function. No, I just let me lift my arms up. You see this right here? This is all chest. This is not man tits. You see, I don't have man tits. Understand something. If you come up in my house playing these types of games, everything about this right here is gonna throw your motherfucking ass out. Now don't get it twisted. I love the Lord, but I'm gonna throw your motherfucking ass up out of here. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, you can see the clip. Hold on, I'll send you the link. Well, that's pretty much the whole story. There ain't shit more else to say. That's why I didn't play the rest of it. And I showed y'all everything that the lady. I'm just saying, and some of these people on the internet over here running off at their mouth, you need to worry about the man titties you have and stop talking about everybody. You need to go see, hi, I'm Dr. Now. Stop talking about people on the internet. That's all I'm saying. Stop talking about people. Stop talking about people. You over there looking like a whole little Debbie cake. Go take a walk if you can. You understand what I'm saying? Get up and go do some exercise. Stretch. Bend over and touch your marshmallow toes. You understand what I'm saying? Stop messing with folks. But if you're going to come up in my house, you better make sure you are damn well prepared. Because this kind of shit ain't going down. That's not going down. Shout out to all of you that are supporting the show. I appreciate that. Let me see where we're at. All right, I still need 5 more of y'all to send $10. I know normally y'all move a lot quicker. What's today? Tuesday, Wednesday? I know it's a little early in the week. I know y'all. But I'm just trying to make sure I stay on goal. And for those of you that are watching the replay, y'all make sure y'all support the channel. Lynn, I am so serious. Some of them need to put on a whole bra. Put on a whole bra. You over here talking about somebody. Tell me, oh, well, Marcellus, you shouldn't be talking about people because I'm not fat, dummy. You've never seen me like that. The only thing you get to see is this big old round head. I'm not a big dude like that. I'm sorry. And I'm not talking about anybody. If you are fat, that's fine. But if God can speak to you about all this other stuff, he need to talk to you also about, your body and taking care of yourself. And I'm sorry. I just had a moment because I got triggered. Y'all forgive me. But if you laying on my floor with your cell phone in your hand thinking you're going to call the cops on me, I'm going to give you a reason. This is an example of what our parents used to tell us. If you're going to act a motherfucking fool, I'm about to give you a reason to act a motherfucking fool because I'm about to whoop your damn ass. That's what my mama would say. I'm going to whoop your ass. You acting a damn fool? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give you a reason to act a damn fool. I'm going to whoop your damn ass. Because I don't see how this is acceptable to anybody on any level. I don't know who the fuck told him that, Charmaine. This is some bullshit. That's why the older I get, that's why James Baldwin says to be black in America and to be a man is to walk around angry all the motherfucking time. Or to be black in America, you're just mad all the time. Because see, it's stupid shit like this that gets on my nerves. You gonna come up in my crib? Oh, please. I'm going to spray her motherfucking ass with the ketchup and mustard, and I might throw some relish on her. I ain't lying. Y'all have got to know me. For some of y'all that ain't been familiar with me, listen, one thing about it is I know I will play crazy like they play. She over there playing crazy. And when the police show up, I'm going to just look at them and say, monkeys have pink toes. Huh? Monkeys have pink toes. She's a banana. They're going to be... They're going to be looking at me. What the hell wrong with this man? I'm going to be looking. She's a banana. They're going to be like, what the hell? Because if you play crazy, I can play crazy too. You think I'm going to let you lay up in my house where I pay rent and I mop the floors and I clean the house. And you going to come up and lay in my house and try to call the police on me? And that's the other thing. I wish white people stop thinking that calling the police is going to put some kind of fear in black people. That don't make us afraid of shit. If it's a man, if you want to make the black man nervous, tell him where his baby mama is, tell his baby mama where to find him so he can get caught up on his child support. Some of them dudes, that's how you put fear in some of them Negroes. Tell them how to find them. Because, some of them all of them working under the table and trying to get away with holy murder. If you want to tell a Negro something that's going to scare him, calling the damn police don't put no fear in me. It don't put no fear in me at all whatsoever. You are not going to do anything. Because if I die, let me die. To live is Christ and to die is gain. I'm not afraid of it. And I'm telling you, in America, that's where we're going. We're getting to a place where she better be glad it had this, and this black man and this woman did let her get away with this bullshit. Because I know some black people, they'd have found this white lady upside down in a dumpster. She'd have still been alive, but her motherfucking ass would have been hollering and hog-tied. She'd have been zip-tied, that's for sure. They would have flipped her upside down in the trash can. You better hear what I'm trying to tell you. That stuff really pisses me off, you all. I don't like stuff like this. I really do not. I don't know who the fuck these people think they are. You can just come into somebody's house and do some bullshit like this. It's just me. Is it just me? I think some of you feel the same way. You letting this white lady come up in your house and lay on your clean floors while calling the police on you? You doing that? Shit. You better ask somebody. Ain't no way in the hell. Ain't no way in the Sam hell. No, she ain't get arrested. She's a white woman. Jesse, Jesus, come on. Hell no. This white woman put this black woman and this man through all of this bullshit. And she had the locksmith out there trying to change the damn lock. So you know what eventually ended up happening, and that's how the news got the story. Of course she had to call the police. You understand what I'm saying? This is just bullshit. I'm over it. And they need to get charged with these false damn reports because it's bullshit. But I say, until the police get there, I'm going to act a whole damn fool. And when the police show up, I'm going to be like, look here, I don't know. Monkeys have pink toes. And when they try to ask me a question, Jello has pudding pops. Every time they ask me a motherfucking question, sir, what's your name? Oh, Jello has pudding pops. Chuck E. Cheese has coins. What the fuck? They're going to be like, this man is crazy. Chuck E. Cheese has coins. Oh, do you know Chucky? Oh, Chucky, I just love Chucky. Look, they're going to think I'm crazy as hell because I'm telling you right now, I'm going to play the game that this lady played when she was laying down on the damn floor. I'm going to play just as nutty. Oh, McDonald's has French fries. Oh, the Hamburglar, he stole my hamburger. Do you know the Hamburglar? He came here just like her and was laying on the ground and they stole my hamburgers. Do you know who that is? I'm going to play just as crazy as these motherfuckers. I ain't lying. Black people need to stop letting people get over on us just because we're too scared to handle these people. Throw her they should have threw her ass out. That's what they should have done. Oh, and she gonna be doing this the whole damn time. Listen here, Soldier Thomas. She gonna be doing just like this the whole damn time. She gonna be wiping ketchup and mustard and relish off her motherfucking ass. That's what the fuck she gonna be doing. Because stuff like this pisses me off. This is why Emmett Till is dead. This is why so many black men in the South was lynched and hung because of bullshit like this. I take this kind of stuff very seriously. She should have went to jail for this bullshit as far as I'm concerned, because that is home invasion. In my opinion, you just invaded my home with this bullshit. That's home invasion. You cannot convince me that that's not home invasion. That is a home invasion. This is where I sleep. This is where I mop the motherfucking floors. You understand what I'm saying? This is where I pay all the bills. And you over here laying in my floor with your knees together like you apostolic. You see this white lady knees in this picture? And you waiting for somebody to bring you a damn drop cloth. And you hollering on the phone with the police talking about, oh, she's hurting me. He hurt me. They hit me. They knocked me down. Oh, bitch, I'm going to knock you down. Oh, I'm about to knock you down. I'm headed to my kitchen immediately. Ketchup and mustard and relish. Here I come. Oh, by the time the police get here, she going to be a soppy, silly mess. And when the police say, well, how did she get the ketchup and mustard on her? I'm going to say she asked me to do it. She told me to do it. She said she was a hot dog. Oh, Lord. What they gonna do? Because y'all do know that most police officers come out. They don't have somebody in order for them to get another person to come out that you have to explain that to. They need somebody from the mental health evaluation team to come out, because most police officers are not trained with mental health issues. And soon as the mental health professional to get there, I'll be like, oh, I'm fine. She just told me to spray her because she said she wanted to smell like a hot dog. I was just obeying the white lady. One lie deserves a motherfucking other. You're going to lay down in my living room where I pay the bills, coming up in my house playing these games. Well, let's all play games then. Let's all play games. Please, if we're going to play some damn games, I'm just saying. Listen here. And that's just how I feel about it. And I do not apologize for it. And I meant every word that just came out of my mouth. I don't say it if I didn't mean it. I would put so much ketchup and mustard on that white lady. When she got up out of there, only thing they would need would be a bun. They would need a bun, because I would put so much ketchup and mustard on her, she would know it. Don't ever do that again. And Belinda, here's the thing. The lady was paying her the money early. You feel me? She was giving her the money early. So she was an exemplary tenant. She was an exemplary tenant. I've been late. I could understand somebody coming and saying, hey, you ain't paid this and you ain't paid this just yet. You understand what I'm saying? I understand that. You sitting up here trying to play this game. She'd have been like that lady in the video when they asked me, they said, well, sir, why do you do that? Oh, because she smelled like Philip and onion. when the lady was trying to explain Philippians, what'd she say? Philip and onion. She smelled like Philippian onion. That's what I'm gonna tell them. That's exactly what I'm saying. I ain't lying. Y'all think I'm playing. I'm so serious. I am not playing no games. When I tell y'all that is exactly what I'm doing. But that's the crazy lady who done laid over in that woman's living room where that woman paid rent at, playing them type of games. That's all I'm saying. I don't play with stuff like that. Y'all hit the like button. If you have not yet subscribed to the Mad Church Disease channel, y'all make sure that y'all subscribe. The link was dropped in case there was anybody that wanted to come up. I have dropped the link for you, but I'm not playing. These people is crazy. And black people, we need to stop. And here's the thing. When they get angry, they're passionate. When we get angry, we're enraged and dangerous. They only ask us to take up their bullshit all the time. And we're not allowed to be angry, and we're not allowed to get pissed off. And the reason why we do it, and a lot of times we try not to be angry because we don't want to be looked at as the angry black person, right? But people be fucking with us all the time, and they think that they're getting away with it until one of these days they're gonna cross the damn line too damn much. And then all of us going to jail. You either going to jail or going to hell. Somebody going down. Because and then when a person gets fed up to the point to where they're fed up, they're just fed up. And we have too much stuff going on in this country for people to keep messing with us. Everybody, like I had to tell some people the other day, hell no, I'm not going to no damn march. We voted and told y'all not to put him in there in the first damn place. What the hell I'm marching for? Wearing out the soles of my shoes. What the hell I'm doing that for? No, you get all of them Cubans and all of them Hispanic people and all them folks over there that voted for him. You get them to go out there. You know, all of them people that can't even speak English all the way good. I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump. Go get them to march. I'm not marching. So don't think that you're going to see me at any damn rally, because I ain't going to no damn rally. You go get them. You go tell them to march. I'm not going no damn well. You hear me? You go get them. I will vote for Donald Trump. And they can't even speak English well. And you voting for a man that don't give two craps ass about you. You got to be kidding me. And you want me to come out there and wear out my shoes and have a whole bunch of sweat around my neck, and I got to have on a towel and keep wiping my brow? Oh, no. I am an American full-fledged, and I'm a black American. Just understand that. Now, my ancestors might have been from Africa, but I am a black American, and I don't do well in extremely hot temperatures. Let me tell you, you are dealing with generationally different kinds of black people. Some of us are not as tropical as you think we are. I'm not trying to stand in the sun. I'm looking for the shade. You understand me? Amen. Bless God. I don't do well in hot climates. It ain't working out for me. I don't pick cotton. When those black people died a long time ago, we're not working from sun up to sun down. And I'm not going to be sitting out here telling my wade in the water. No, you better wait while I put my foot in your ass. It's a different kind of black person that you're dealing with in America now. And y'all need to understand that. And this generation, this young generation that's coming up behind us, they going to kill you. They going to kill you first and ask questions later, because they have no reference. They don't even know what a rotary phone is. They don't even know what you're talking about. What? Jiffy Pop, where you pop it on the stove. They only know where making popcorn in the microwave. Some of them don't even know what life is like without a cell phone. And you think those Negroes is going to keep putting up with your stuff? Now our generation, we tolerate it to a certain extent until we get too mad and too upset. But you think the non-rotary phone don't know what Jiffy Pop is generation is going to put up with this stuff? They are not. I'm just telling you, they're not going to do it. So you better think about that. I'm just saying. Shout out to all of you that are here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. I didn't see anybody come up, so ain't no need of me staying on late. Shout out to all of you in the chat. Shout out to all of you that got your gift membership. Shout out to all of you. Let me do some shout outs here. Moni No Love, thank you for being a member for 12 months. I appreciate it. Living Out Loud podcast, thank you so very much. Shout out to all of you that got your gift memberships today on this broadcast. Shout out to you as well. And shout out to Tara. I appreciate you guys so very much. Y'all just make sure that if you're going to be out there protesting and all of that foolishness, that's on y'all. I ain't doing none of that. I am not doing none of that. Y'all can protest until you can't protest no more. That is not my life nor my lifestyle. And at the end of the day, we didn't cause any of this stuff. We told these people not to vote for that man. We just got to make sure that we solidify the things that concern our lives and make sure that we're okay. And I think we'll be fine. And at the end of the day, I didn't vote for Donald Trump. And it ain't no need for me to feel like I'm the cause of this information. That's all I want to say. Hold on. Yes, sir.
Praise the Lord, everybody.
Yeah, praise the Lord, everybody. Well, good
Just
evening,
wanted
sir.
to say, hey, I was actually doing my taxes. Oh God.
Oh, were you? Did you do them yourself?
Oh yeah, I do them myself.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we just over here talking about this lady gonna lay in this woman's floor. I don't see how people could let people get away with that kind of stuff. I just can't.
Yeah, that's crazy. And what state were they in?
Oh, I think it was Minnesota. If y'all, I
Okay.
done forgot. Wait, let me look at my notes because I
Yeah.
got notes on my phone. I done forgot.
Oh,
But when I saw that story, I said, "There's no way in the world I would let that woman do that. Not on my floor."
You know, I've had to intervene and stuff like that. Like I've sold homes to some clients, and then maybe it's like a rental home, and
Oh, I'm sorry,
did
Colorado.
Colorado.
Of course, it was Colorado. Of course, it was Colorado.
Yeah, but people get crazy. I've assisted in some rental management and things like that. And I've had to step in. People do get crazy, but my thing, I've never had the experience of having the owner crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's a whole nother kit and caboodle. But I would have left that woman would have known she would be in the presence of somebody not to mess with ever again. Because sometimes you got to send a message. She's trying to send her tenant a message. I'm crazy. My mama raised me like this. If you play crazy, I'm going to play crazy. Okay?
Everybody go get crazy.
Yeah, everybody going to get crazy. We all going to play crazy. You want to play retarded? I know how to play retarded too. I have you over there eating graham crackers and eating green jello.
What the song say? Let's get retarded. And no, that's what he said. Oh, they said, what is it? What is it? What is that song?
Let's get it
started.
Let's
get it started in
right.
here. Well, same difference.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm not playing with people. I think St. James, we are too forgiving and we're too loving of people.
I guess so.
We let people get away with a whole lot of stuff. St. James, you letting somebody come up in your living room and fall out into the floor like that?
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like I said, don't come up in here now because my pow might just go off on its own. Don't play with me now.
Listen,
I don't play that.
I'm not gonna shoot you, but I'm sure gonna she would have left there looking like a hot dog. I would have put so much ketchup and mustard on that lady, she would not have known what hit her. Oh my God, she'd have definitely.
I like to know some back real, like how long has she been cutting up like that? And
well, no, but listen, a landlord like that who would pull a stunt like that, I'm sure there's other stunts that she's proved that she's done. I should probably try to find this black lady and see if I could bring her up on the platform.
Yeah, you should.
Because I'm gonna tell you the truth. I've seen this happen to my friends where their landlords will just come in their places unannounced.
That makes absolutely no sense. It's first of all, it's illegal.
Absolutely.
It's am I doing it for you tonight, Keisha? Am I doing it? Am I touching you? Never mind.
Oh Lord. That's because he's been over there doing them taxes. He tired. Them numbers done got to him.
I mean, I back and forth and front and back. Let me tell you, I've been I got it down though. But you got to be tricky when you own your own businesses and things like that. You can't be trying to get down to zero because
they're gonna race y'all to file all them taxes, and ain't nobody there to even look at them. Them taxes gonna sit on in the mail room for at least 3, 4, 5 months before anybody even go in the mail room to get them.
And I'm not one of those people who get refunds back, so mine will sit there until and usually I do an extension, but how it is right now, I think I can go ahead and file. So I think I'm good. What's up, Tara? Now
Yeah,
you know
I'm going to get them some Philip and onion.
Marcella, I was over there.
Listen,
I was over there looking at the Citadel. They over there collecting that money.
Are they getting it?
People are donating, like he's reading the roll of people giving 1,050. But my issue is they need $1.2 million. And that one guy was over there. He made a video. What's his name's ex? Lisa Page Lockhart's ex. That Vernon guy.
Yeah, the little skinny one.
Yeah. So he made a video and he's telling, compelling everybody to give and all that. 1,000 people give he doing old Marvin Winans. 1,000 people give 1,000. But my thing, okay, you have 100,000, but you need $1.2 million within the days or something like that.
Yeah, if you get 1,000 people to give you $1,000, that's over $1 million, St. James.
Oh, 1,000 people got wait, 1,000 people give $1,000?
If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking 100. You know my
Yeah.
You get, and I'm doing my own taxes. I better stop now.
He over there for doing them funny numbers. I'm like, wait a minute now, St. James.
But come on. I mean, what's the reality?
Veron, that's in his name, Veron.
Yeah, something Veron.
His name is Veron. His name is because I don't even know why he married Tasha Page Lockhart. They should have just lived in their affair and not got married.
And I think that's what happened. They was boinking, and then they just decided to do the right thing, and for the people. I'm like, sometimes you just need to keep boinking.
No, just boink. Boink. Just boink.
You're gonna boink anyway. So just boink.
Sitting around getting married, and you see how long that lasted because she cheated on him in that short little period of marriage.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
That was very interesting though, because I guess she cheated because he wasn't giving none, and from what we've been told, he really didn't want to give her none anyway. But $5.2K, that's not enough. $5,000.
They need to go on and donate to Marvin so he can finish his building. Whatever they raise tonight, because they ain't gonna never get to no million, and I don't think Marvin is ever gonna finish his building.
No, he's not. I did hear from a member, and then I just asked the question. I was like, just tell me, what is the buzz around Perfecting? He told me the buzz around Perfecting is they are fit to be tied. They are over it.
Yeah, I could. Because he even said it in that video. He was like, "Well, y'all don't seem too enthusiastic."
No, they're not. They're not excited. They're not. Because first of all, like you said, I mean, Jesse went over there. We see there's no movement. Why would you keep giving to something with no movement?
Speaking of that, thank you, Jesse, for doing that. We really do appreciate
it.
Listen, let me tell you something. I was so happy when Jesse did that because I remember when we was up talking about that. I'm glad he went on and strolled by and did what he did. That was some good news reporting right around there, Jesse. That was good news reporting. Absolutely, that was. He said only 64.
Are they going to get their money back? Go ahead.
No, 64. Only 64 donors. The amounts to an average of $82 per donor.
Yeah, that's the average.
Wow.
But someone asked, are the people going to get their money back if they don't? Well, no, you're not going to. That is going to the Kevin Bond Fund. If you're going to, come on.
Well, my thing is, he did all that hollering. The Lord's going to do it, and all of this stuff, and all that damn dancing, and shellacking that floor, and he done lost the building.
And I think that Courtney, and they remodeled it. And let me tell you this, my best friend went to New York. I think it was 2018 or 19. So that was pre-pandemic. And he said, you can shoot a machine gun up in there and not hit not one person. So don't blame it on COVID why people been not there.
Right.
Bond's church has always been a church where when people go to New York, they want to go because James Hall is there.
Correct.
They like the music of James Hall. So and everyone will tell you they will come, listen to them sing,
and get up and leave. I know.
Yeah.
Because that's what I would do, St. James. I ain't gonna lie. I would go, but I don't even like somebody. And I'm so St. James, we need to have a real conversation one of these days. I got a call this week. I'm not gonna call the man's name.
Mhm.
Now my thoughts on this are this. He called me at 7 a.m. California time. I was in the bed. You know me, I'm not a morning person. The
Well,
dude woke me up. They were on the line, they were online fighting with his other friends about listening to certain gospel artists, if it was okay for him to listen to certain gospel artists because of the way that they live their lives. If you're picking up what I'm putting down.
well, they've been in the bed with those gospel artists and know how they live their lives?
Here's my thing. Correct. I told the man, I said, listen here, I'm going to listen to whatever I want, whenever I want. I'm going to appreciate the artist for whatever they do. I don't understand these people's fascination with what everybody is doing in their bedroom. And that's
I
another
don't
thing.
understand it either.
And
I
I
really
need,
don't understand it either.
but I need people to stop leading with that too.
Yeah.
I don't care to know what you're doing in your
Right.
bedroom.
Right.
I don't.
And don't think people are being secretive or non-transparent when they don't talk about their sex
Correct.
life. I mean,
Correct.
it's not anyone's business. Listen, if people like Donnie and all these people want to come out and start talking about what they done, what they did, okay, we're going to talk about it. But
Right.
if they're sitting on the phone trying to figure out whose music they're going to listen to or not listen to because they don't of a lifestyle, you have no idea who these people are sleeping with if you haven't slept with them or if you haven't seen it for yourself.
Correct. Absolutely. And I'm not a big James Hall fan. I heard God is in Control, which is the only song of his that I really know. But I'm going to tell you the one song that every time he sings it, I fall out laughing. Won't it be wonderful when we get over there? I said, now why is he singing that in that key? That is not even his key.
I'm a huge James Hall lover. I love James Hall. I love the music of James Hall because it when you listen to James Hall in that, when you've gone and you've a music major or vocal major or something like that, I mean, you can appreciate the musicality of the music.
Right. I do. He's a genius. I'll give him that. Absolutely. Now, don't get me wrong. I just laugh because it's hilarious. If you guys ever want to have a really good laugh, go watch one of the final episodes of the Bobby Jones Gospel Show. You can pull it up on YouTube where James Hall is singing, Won't It Be Wonderful? Oh my God. Every time I see him sing that song.
Did he run around the audience on that one?
Oh, he ran around. It was hilarious. And then he kept doing all of that hollering. It's the hollering for me. It's like, why are you hollering? But now that I get it, his pastor is Kevin Bond. Do all of that hollering.
That's what they're used to. I mean, it really is. That's what they're used to. And he's been with Kevin for how many years?
Well, where he gonna go now? He better go over there to Hezekiah. Where he gonna go now?
Well, I think he's still playing over there at the CC Houston's church.
Who? CC Houston? Who's that?
Whitney Houston's mama, her old church.
He playing over there?
Yeah, he's been playing there for years. That Baptist church.
Oh, that must be a good check.
Oh, you better believe it is.
Oh, yeah, that's a good check. Then.
That's old school good Baptist money over there. That's almost Abyssinian money. And
they got he got them people over there dancing over there.
No. No. He's totally conformed. Like, I mean, it's definitely he puts his spill on it. It's a good mix for them, but he definitely doesn't push Cinnadale over there. Because if you listen to it, I mean, he got him singing and stuff over there, and he plays well and all that, So, yeah.
Well, I think he's an enormous talent. But I've listened to God is in Control. I've just never been a really big. I don't like the hollering choirs like that.
Yeah, my mom doesn't like. She can't stand. And if they start that vibrato stuff, she just turns it off. I
don't like those hollering choirs. Now, I love me some. Now, my family would tell you I love choir music.
Yeah.
But as far as hollering choirs, no, you're not gonna get me. And then in church, I would be like, y'all need to bring these microphones down because we can't hear. We don't understand what you're saying. All that hollering, that's not gonna get it for me. I love a good Baptist choir. Good Baptist choir is good.
Because the Baptists, they like to sing a lot of the anthems and stuff like that. Really, I really love a good Baptist choir. I do. Of course, I'm a Pentecostal choir when you want to go to church, but it's something about when you sing those anthems, seem like the Baptists really, because they get all them high notes in there, them sopranos who've been sopranos for 83 years.
Well, that sounds like my experience with the Pentecostal church. They don't never stay on key, but that's a whole nother topic.
I don't know what Pentecostal church you done went to.
Look, listen, we had a senior choir number 1 and senior choir number 2. We had a youth choir, and then we had a mass choir.
Yeah, we had the pastor's choir, we had the youth choir, we had the sanctuary choir. We had all kind of choirs going on.
And then how about, and I kind of feel like the reason why they had all of those different choirs too is because every different auxiliary or every different organization, when it came time for pastor's anniversary, you had to try to outshine the other the other choirs and the other
right.
That's why that was a money thing. And here you go trying to raise all this extra money so that you don't get beat out by the senior choir number 1.
It just depends on what them old folks, the song they picked. Sometimes it ain't about the sound, it's about the song, that really goes over. So
no, when I was growing up, I grew up in a holiness church. And like Donald Gore, I don't know if you know who Donald Gore is. He's Shirley Caesar's cousin who sings background for her still to this day.
That guy. Okay.
Now he's one of the original, because she used to have 2 guys. That one of the guys is new. He ain't been there from the beginning. But Donald's her cousin. And Donald, I went to the same church as Donald and all of that stuff. Donald actually,
Was he the? Okay, I recall a couple of them. There was a tall, dark-skinned, thin one, and then there was the chunky, kind of lighter-skinned guy.
Oh well, I mean, they're all
okay.
He's not.
I just remember back in the day when I remember Shirley she came to Greater
Bethany. Donald used to have a ponytail. That's the one thing that used to have him because he always had.
I know who you're talking about. Oh yeah, I know exactly who you're.
Oh, okay. Donald had the ponytail, but Donald was. That's a whole nother stuff. We'll talk about that on Instagram. I can't even get into that right now, but I love Donald. Appreciate my experience there. I learned a lot of stuff, but we had a lot of choirs. That's for sure.
But I don't get into all that, whose music you should sing because of the lifestyle. Because the thing about it, I mean, say these people are same gender loving or whatever, but you're a whore and you're a liar and you're a thief and
But you got to look at it like this, St. James. Here's a Christian dude who's trying to live his life the best he can.
Yeah.
Other Christians are trying to guilt trip him because he's listening to certain people. It's like, I'm going to listen to whatever I want. And I told him, I said, dude, I don't care what these people say. I said, you got to learn to get past that kind of thinking. And you got to learn to get past these type of people. Some people don't go certain places because they're afraid that the saints is going to be, you know what I'm saying?
I'm so glad I am set free, Marcellus. I mean, I walk in there's therefore no condemnation.
Right.
I walk in it. But you also have to walk in that, forever, you will have consequences for your actions. So
absolutely.
You always have to think about that as well. But I cannot let these people dictate my life. I mean, I did that so long in church, just doing it. It can be the small thing to a great thing, but no, they can't dictate my life anymore. I am free.
Nobody's going to be dictating my life, and I'm with you. I am completely free. And so I'm not letting people bind me up again. And I'll leave it there. Now, what's up with Kingdom Construct? Talking about Bishop Maybach says in this season you shall flaunt your overflow. Well, that ain't no problem for look, my Instagram pastor Jamal and Dr. Carrie. Did you see Dr. Carrie in her red dress?
Jamal? Put on your red dress. On your high
listen here. I loves me some Dr. Carrie. Let me just tell you. Let me tell you something.
I was looking at him though. I was like, this nigga is
always disheveled. He'll never
it just tells you that money and clothes can definitely make you look better.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at Jamal going, ooh, Jamal, don't age no more. Just don't age, not one more year. Ooh, Jesus.
Listen, do you know that the moment I see Jamal, the first thing I typically will do is look at Jamal's feet. Because have you ever noticed that Jamal will have on something really expensive and some raggedy ass shoes? Excuse my French. Them shoes be raggedy.
I wouldn't know why. I don't know why he would have on raggedy shoes because he usually has on the kind of the expensive clothes.
He'll
I don't
have on
know.
some old shoes, and I'll be
Mm.
looking at Jamal going, Jamal, now why you have on this nice outfit and them raggedy shoes? He needs Marjorie. He needs Marjorie. Uh,
Steve Harvey's wife.
Steve Harvey, Marjorie Harvey, because Marjorie show fixed Steve up. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah, I'm so glad she got him out of them zoot suit type of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
I knew.
fixed him up.
I mean, it worked for him for a while because he had a line of those, and trust me, them old Baptist old men and them they was buying that. The old school men were buying them suits. But I'm glad he got out of that mess.
Yeah, sometimes his shoes don't be they don't be right. Somebody listen to Jesse. Jesse say that child support tearing him up, huh?
He looked like he'd been rode hard and ran over wet.
Jesse, now. Jesse. Look, we need to go do a follow-up to see whether or not old girl came back right so she could get her money right. Because she was trying to put,
Yeah,
she was trying to put her son into school. She hadn't even paid for it yet.
Yeah.
Like, lady, that ain't gonna work.
Want to. No, baby, we need some actual but the thing about, and that's the thing, when you bring everything to court, Marcellus, that means you have to bring everything to court. You can't make things up as you go along,
right,
and expect people to follow. No, now it has to be approved in court. You want him to go to the school? Oh, but have you enrolled him?
Right.
Well, yeah, the court has to approve that since you brought all this to the court. Everything that you want to happen with your son, unfortunately, has to be approved by the courts.
And of course she didn't. And of course she paid the price for it.
Yeah.
And do I feel bad for her? No, I do not. I'm going to be totally honest with all y'all. If you show up to court playing those types of games, you're going to get those types of rewards. Enjoy.
But I hate that. I mean, even when she said her attorney flipped on her, which it's not far-fetched. It is just not far-fetched. And then Jamal was ordered to pay for his fees, and then he flips and give her the bill. So she has got herself in a pickle. You know, you just have to close your legs to you really do. You really do.
No matter what these preachers say. Oh, and that's another thing, St. James. We're going to have to talk about this coming up soon. This need to be our Friday night conversation. We need to do a dual situation on Friday. Listen, because that way I can feed off of your energy. You can feed off mine. You listen to me carefully. Somebody, we all need to come together. Maybe get Regina over here too. Listen, did you hear EJ over there saying that they've been telling these women the highest form of worship and impartation is to have sex with your pastor? Did you hear?
I heard him say that. Now he ain't mentioning no more names, is he?
No, he mentioning names. He sure called over his name.
Did he? Oh, see, I didn't see that part.
Yeah, he called his name.
Wow.
EJ, like, what you gonna do? You gonna come over here and take away my house slippers that I preach? He ain't got nothing.
That's what I said. You know, people sign the NDAs. It can sign the NDA, but if they ain't got nothing, it ain't worth the paper it's written on. Yeah, I thought that was, but you know what? It's just not far-fetched though, Marcellus. It's really not far-fetched.
Oh, I believe they've been telling these women that. Because these women, like some of these women, have an unnatural affection towards these preachers. I have had to talk to women and you know, kind of talk them down off the ledge, because you sitting up here talking about your pastor loves you and he already married. They have weird ways of thinking, like, and I'm like, oh, this is some crazy stuff going. But EJ Show said it. EJ said it on the podcast. They sleeping. And see, here's the thing that EJ and Gigi do that I don't like. They try to pretend like it's the other people doing it.
Yeah. It's not them. They've never participated in anything. Yeah, they're angels. They're the owls and angels of the Lord. Yeah.
EJ, you was right over there with Lovey doing
all that free coochie.
Correct. Playing all that impartation game.
Yeah.
And then now all of a sudden that you out and see, this is the thing about people. And I was driving in the car the other day, St. James, and I got to get out of here in like 5-10 minutes. I haven't even eaten dinner. It's 8:30. Y'all listen, I'm about to be lightheaded in a minute. It's real talk. St. James, I was driving in the car the other day and I said, anybody who has been with a demonic network, shout out to Tasha Global. Anybody who's ever been connected to one of these demonic networks or preachers need to understand, if you step away from that demonic network, all people are going to look at you with an eyebrow raised for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
You might come out denouncing the stuff, St. James, and saying everybody over there is a devil. But then you need to understand, in the back of people's mind, they're recognizing that you was over there eating with the devil,
Yeah.
traveling with the devil. You was eating the devil's bread. You was
Mhm.
sleeping with the impartation with the women.
Yeah.
You was doing the exact same thing all the other devils was doing. But
Yeah.
now that you over here on the other side, your expectation is for everybody to just forgive you for all the bull jive you was doing when you was over there with the devil. And I'm sorry, it's going to take people time to understand who you are authentically as you bring yourself out of all of that stuff when you was with over there with the devil. And you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's so true, because it's, and the thing about it, they can sure speak on the tactics really well, but let's not forget, the tactics.
Mm,
You just know how to flip them a little better to make them look better while you're deceiving your people.
correct.
So, it's, you're not in the clear. You're not in the clear. You're still, those David Koresh's and Jim Jones, they all started low level
Right.
until they built that following that it really, went to hell.
But did you notice that when you look at Jim Jones's ministry and you look at a lot of these late night miracle water people, they target us. Because if you look in their congregations, it's a lot of black
Folk,
people
black
that are up
people.
in there
Yep.
talking about miracle water.
Yeah. Because we're all, black people, we've been so done wrong, and we're just looking for that hand up, and we're looking, seem like, no, we need to shake that mentality. But because you're right, it seems like a lot of us are sitting up in these doggone audiences.
Mm-hmm. And when you continue to that kind of stuff, then you end up with a situation like this, St. James. I'm sorry. You end up with a situation like this. Now you're doing all of this miracle water, and you're giving out all this money. Now you got somebody laying on your floor with their knees together, waiting on a drop cloth in your nice living room, in your nice foyer of your home. That's all I'm saying.
Please, she wouldn't get past my foyer, okay?
I'm just saying, because that kind of stuff just really irritates my soul, St. James. We as black people, we let these people get away with a whole lot. I'm sorry, I'm just not in that position. I'm not letting nobody get away from. The moment you cross the line, I'm gonna deal with you right then and there.
Yeah. Superstitious. She's inspired by Ebony Love. She's right. Irrational. Yeah, I know they get us. They get us all trapped up in this stuff, and I be listening a lot. Sometimes I listen what Larry got to say. Sometimes he's on it. I mean, well, let me just move on. Every now and then something, but I mean, I don't want to take it as far as Larry takes it. But you have to think about these African rituals and that's a lot of those things are real, and they become demonic. And you start talking about the juju and all that. A lot of that stuff has come from Africa and has been perverted, but we have deemed some of that stuff as normal, and we just flow with it.
Right.
Yeah, so.
And somebody asked Vincent a question in his live that he did yesterday. I fell out laughing. Vincent said, well, I don't know. He said, well, let me go over there and look at what you're talking about. Vincent, he looked at the picture. He came back again. He said, I still don't know. He said, I don't have no opinion of that. He's like, I don't know what to say. Let me tell you something. A lot of people who don't have a gift from God are they're always trying to conjure up stuff.
Yeah.
And pretend to be something that they're not. And you have to understand and be able to recognize the difference, because something that's authentic, when you put the heat and pressure on it, it will still perform. It will rise to the top. Let me tell you something. If you put from what I'm hearing about St. James, if you put St. James in a situation where he's got to deal with a choir and he's going to deal with a ministry, he's going to bring his best game to that situation. He's going to let the cream come to the top. He's not going to be trying to half step it and half do it. That's why he, ain't been hanging out with that other dude over there. Because he wants to do it at 1,000%.
Yeah. And, and there comes a certain time where your company, you are the company you keep. And I just, even though you may not have a deep issue with people, being around them, associating yourself directly with them, it's just not good for your psyche. It's not good for the look. It's not good for your brand. It's just doesn't look good all around. And it's
Right.
not just about the brand. It's really about what I really will how I've been raised and how I think. And I just can't go with certain things that people do. So I love you from afar,
Right.
you know.
Absolutely. And I think, sometimes in life that it just is necessary.
Mhm.
I appreciate you coming up, St. James. I got to
Yeah.
get out of here. I got
All right,
work that
man.
I needed
Just
done.
wanted to stop in for a hot minute.
Listen, I've been burning the midnight oil for days now. I've been going to bed
Mhm.
at like 2 and 3 a.m. in the morning.
Oh
I
my
don't want to do that
goodness.
today. I got some stuff that I need to get done, and so I got to get out of here. I need to still eat dinner. I'm having a salad.
Good. Bless your heart. That's good. I
Um,
had one yesterday.
I'm having a salad for dinner. Now,
Oh, yeah, they
tomorrow,
came
on
out.
the other hand, I'm having a new dish. I'm about to try to cook something new. It's a Mexican style spaghetti.
Hmm.
Uh, it's hopefully these white women on TikTok ain't about to make me mess up all my ingredients, because I got this recipe off of TikTok. But it looked really good, and I said, you know what? If I just tweak that a little bit, I think I might be
What's
able
the
to.
base of that? What's the
Well,
noodle?
you start off with your onions and your bell pepper. I mean your red bell pepper. You saute that down. Then I don't know if they put garlic in there, but you're gonna put in your ground beef. I don't eat ground beef. I eat ground turkey. So I'm gonna add in my ground turkey.
Mhm.
You put in your taco seasoning. You cook all of that down. Of course, some Worcestershire sauce. I call it wash your sister sauce.
W
Uh,
sauce. Yeah.
right. And it's like a Mexican spaghetti. And you
But
put a
do
pack.
you use noodles?
Yes, you use
Okay.
after you cook the meat down, you're gonna add a can of Rotel to it, right?
Mhm.
Then you're gonna add, I think it
You
was
gotta
like,
add it for that old turkey. It'd be dry.
right. Then you're gonna add, well, no, you got to over season turkey. And my
Right.
turkey is never dry, St. James. You know why? Because that Worcestershire, wash your sister sauce
Mhm.
takes
Mhm.
care of all of that. But
But
anyway,
that rotel is good with that moisture too.
yeah, but if you cooking turkey to the point to where it's dry, you done overcooked it.
Yeah.
You done did way too much. But you put the rotel in there, a little bit of beef broth. You stir that up in there as well, and then you add a little dollop of sour cream. Put some sour cream in there. Then you add what was the cheese? You put your cheese in there, and you mix in all of that together. So it's like a cheesy spaghetti taco kind of deal with the noodles.
Mm.
I said, I can't wait to try this. I just
Right,
want to
that
try it.
sounds good. What
Yeah.
I do spaghetti now regularly, with ground beef, but I use the squash noodles.
Dude, I've never seen squash usually, even though I eat squash. That sounds
They're
good.
they're is it squash? Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
Squash. Yeah, they have instead of the pasta, it's actually squash. It
Yeah,
looks
you
like
gonna have that black man over your house going, this ain't the real spaghetti. This the
no,
wrong
it's
spaghetti.
really good. It's really good. It's yeah, that's what I
Spaghetti.
do now.
Where Lynn at? Lynn, you can't go to St. James house. You gonna get the wrong spaghetti.
Yeah, it's really good though. I mean, it's not you're not missing any spaghetti squash. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, and that's what I use now.
I love squash. I
Yeah.
went into
Well, you need
Ralph
to try the spaghetti squash.
because
It's healthier.
but you got Ralph's up north, right? You got
No,
Ralph.
we don't have Ralph's.
So yeah,
No,
what do you have up north?
Ralph's is if you go a little further. I think in no, do we even have them in the Bay? I don't think there's any in the Bay. No, we have Save Mart, Bonds.
Okay. Now
I think Ralph owns them.
where do you primarily shop?
Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, and Save Mart.
Oh yeah, so he's the
Every now
Sadiddy
and then I
Negro.
go to
I
Walmart.
go
But
there, but
every now.
I can also go to the regular. This is whole Sadiddy Negro. Talking about you going to the Trader Joe. I love Trader Joe's too, by the way. Their frozen vegetables are the best, but that's just me.
They are. I
Um,
just bought some what are those little cabbages? I can't think of nothing tonight.
Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts. Yes, they got some. Yeah, Brussels sprouts. I just bought a bag and made some the other night. They were good.
Yeah, I like to cut those in half, saute those
Hmm.
with a little bit of maple syrup in there, just a
Yeah.
tad, not a lot. gives it brings out the little bit of flavor, because believe it or not, if you roast those have a natural sweetness to them.
Yes, they do.
You
Yeah,
know, I
roasted.
think,
I put mine in the oven. Yeah.
yeah. I think people cook too fast. And if you like, when my friends invite me for dinner, I can always tell when they was rushing.
When they rushed it.
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah.
this is not right. And I'm one of these friends that if I come over, I'm definitely gonna tell you your food ain't right. And my moderators will tell you, I listen. And I'm one of those people. I just am. Because I feel like if you're cooking for people and you inviting people over, you need to know that your food ain't popping.
And you know what? Yeah, and I always ask my friends and family to be honest with. I'll tell them I did something different, and I say, what do you think? And they tell me they like it, or they say, I don't know if I like it. I take that criticism.
Have you seen the new strawberry biscuits? Did you see the recipe for the strawberry biscuits?
Who had strawberry biscuits?
Oh my goodness! I'm gonna send you some videos. I'm gonna try the swim biscuits. My next thing to try is the swim ones.
Okay. Okay.
Somebody said they bought eggs for $4.99. Now, Breezy, why are you lying? Where you buy these eggs for $4.99? And it must have been $4 on the whole.
Were they mini eggs?
Right. When you buy some eggs for $4.99. I love
the dollar store. I'm
gonna wait on this answer. I'm gonna wait on this one. Let me sit back for a minute.
$4.99.
Don't make you wait too long.
Oh, Trader Joe. How many eggs were they though?
Yeah, no.
Was it 12?
Joe's. Them wasn't no regular.
How many eggs come? Is it 12 eggs in
It's
a day?
12 eggs in a carton. Yeah,
I don't buy eggs like that no more. So
I go to Costco if I want some eggs. When they have them, because one thing about it,
only one per person.
Only one per person. They were $4. Oh, I know that's right.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. $5 though. That's not too bad. That's not too bad.
That's pretty. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I remember when they was 2 something.
They $17 where I'm at.
Oh Jesus.
$17. $17. I've had the same pack of eggs in my refrigerator right now. I'm getting down to my last 2 rows, I think, because I bought the big one. I'm down to 2 rows because I'm not buying no eggs like that.
How long? They still good?
Oh yeah, they good. They ain't gonna listen. Eggs don't expire like that. I don't have quail eggs. I got regular eggs.
Oh,
you ain't got quail eggs. Now, what I did by today, I need to get up out of here. I went and bought me a lemonade. That Simply lemonade, they had it reduced price because it don't have no preservatives and stuff in it, right?
Yeah, I buy all Simply products.
Yeah, guess what? $1.39.
Oh my goodness, where?
That was at the Ralph's grocery store.
Oh wow.
But they had it on the clearance because
it's about to expire.
Yeah, you got to buy that stuff because it can't sit on the shelf because there's no preservatives and stuff in it. That's why I buy it.
That is a good price though for that Simply.
$1.39. I got the little, I think that was a quart one. For $1.39. Now the thing about when I first started drinking Simply lemonade, because they got Simply stuff they're mixing with other stuff, right?
Yeah, they got mango. I love the limeade too, K Rich. That's one of my favorites.
Now let me tell you what's really good. The Gold Peak is mixing with Simply lemonade.
Yes, I get it. I got it in my refrigerator tonight.
Let me tell you something. That one is so darn good. Oh man, one day I went back to, and you asked me the other day what I had eaten because my face was breaking out, right? I sat down and started thinking about it. I said, well, Marcellus, you had stopped drinking soda for months and months and months, and you had stopped eating ice cream for months and months and months, and then all of a sudden I started back up. I drank a lot of soda last week and week before. I mean, I was going and getting 2-liter sodas like I drink soda. Whole face broke out. I was
that's probably what it was.
I said, oh Lord. I said, I can't do that no more. I can't drink that stuff no more.
I always just look back when I start getting something on my face. So I'm like, this ain't right. What's going on? You have to think back of what you've been eating or what you've been. If you haven't been putting anything weird on your face, then but I know you said your face was buried in something, but I know but you couldn't be putting it weird on your face. So
I was burying it in that caramel praline ice cream from Thrifty's. That Thrifty's ice cream, God made that ice cream. Y'all hear me?
Yeah,
the Holy Spirit lives in that ice cream.
Yeah, Thrifty's has always been top tier ice cream. Always.
Oh man, God lives there. Let me tell you.
Did you see I Am Courtney's new IG picture?
No. Oh, now you got me going. I didn't even see her. Is she in the chat? Uh-oh.
No, I just thought about that when I seen it today. I said,
Oh,
I wonder if Marcella's been stalking Courtney's IG.
uh-oh. Let
I
me
don't know
go
if it
over
was
there. I
IG
need to
or
take a
a
look.
story. Let me see.
Look, I will. You know me. I'm gonna go look.
I think it was her
Go ahead, I am Courtney. Let me see.
Courtney.
Charmaine, what you say? Gross. What's gross?
What's gross?
Yeah, but anyway, let me get out of here, y'all. I need to
Okay,
go
all
eat.
right, man.
God bless
We'll-
every single
we'll
one of you.
talk.
St. James, thank you for coming up. I really do appreciate you coming up and helping me. I almost made 3 hours. You know, I've never gone no 3 hours over here by myself. Lord Jesus. I appreciate
All right,
you guys.
y'all.
Shout out to all of you in the chat, all the subscribers. Shout out to Moni No Love, 12 months, you guys. She's been a supporter of the Mad Church Disease. Y'all need to give us some hand claps and show Moni No Love some love. Moni, I'm going to go make me a salad and I'll call y'all in a little bit. All right, I'm out of here. Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. Please make sure that you hit the like button and please make sure that you subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit the bell icon and make sure you press all notifications so that way you will never miss any of the exclusive content that comes on my channel. Make sure that you never miss a video. Now, I try to go live every day about 2:30 Pacific Standard Time, which is about 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then I come back at night at around 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, which is about 10:30 Eastern Standard, with some more exclusive content. So if you want more Mad Church Disease show content, we'd love for you to become a member, a revolutionary member of our channel. Please make sure that you hit the join button that's right next to the subscribe button or somewhere around here so that you guys can receive access to special community posts. You guys get all of the access to my community only lives because we've got some sipping chats that we're going to be doing, and you guys will get exclusive content. So just make sure that you head on over to the channel page, click on the join button, and make sure that you do that. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate your love and support, and I'll see you on my very next video.
We are Mad Church Disease, helping you understand that Jesus plus nothing is everything. This is a show for everyone, believers and non-believers, from churched to the unchurched. Help us grow the channel by supporting our non-profit causes and create more consistent content. Donate by Cash App or PayPal, or buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com.